Which kyber crystal? Which one? Both! Ha 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 ha! What's up, guys? Fears. Audience. Audience, fears. Coffee first. There it is. Yummy. Yummy, yummy, yummy. Well, welcome back to the Fears Podcast. I'm your host, Fears. The host with the most. Fears. Audience. Audience, Fears. There it is. Well, lots to talk about. Some good, some bad. Nothing bad on my account, but whew, man, I saw a whole other world of Tommy last night on last night's show, and I'll be honest, I'm disappointed. I'm very disappointed in Tommy. I know he's going through some shit right now, but you don't mistreat someone in the community like that, especially Lantern. You know, I try to give Lantern some slack. I try to cut Tommy some slack, and I try to cut Sega some slack. You know, because they're autistic, and I did not care that Lantern's bells and whistles were going off. I could care less. Tommy came in twice, and each time I told him, "Hey, do you think you can apologize to Lantern?" And unfortunately, he would not. Now, I can't force anyone to do anything, but I wish he would have. I talked to him after the show, and he said that he's been going through a lot, and he's having a hard time handling his dad's death. And I said, I have a hard time dealing with my dad's death. I said, but you don't see me making fun of people, you know. So he asked me to drop it, and I said, okay, I'll drop it. So I hope Lantern gets an apology whenever Tommy's done going through whatever he needs to go through. But I apologize to Lantern because it happened on my show. I said, Lantern, I'm really sorry that happened. And I told him I'm sorry for not getting Tommy to apologize to you. So anyway, today's topics. We got 4 movies to review. I watched Bordilla of Blood right before the show. So funny horror film. It's like a horror/comedy. Last night was Age of Ultron, superhero movie. Christmas by the Fire. It's a very relaxing, it plays Christmas music, and you can either have it without Christmas music or with Christmas music. I did it without Christmas music, and I watched for 2 hours just a fire burning with the crackling, and it was very relaxing. And I watched this whenever I was going through some shit, and the trolls were giving me a whole bunch of crap, and I was meditating. So I'm going to review this. And then Hitchcock. So those are the ones that we're reviewing. And then, let's see, what's next? Then I got a nerd haul for you, and then I thought I would talk about the books that I have read, and then we're going to take some horror questions, because I haven't done any, questions in a long time. So anyway, let's open up the chat. And let's get a mosey in. I'll drop the link. And then let's see what's next. There we are. Shout out to everybody. Yo, what's up, Tina? Tina, you are the first one to chat. Good to see you. Good to see you. All right. Let's set a goal tonight. Let's see here. I'll do 1 super chat. We tried 5 last night. 1 super chat. And I'll do it for, I'll do it for $10. And I'll set it for, I'll set it for an hour. And if I do this, then, or if I get the $10 donation, then, let's see, I will do, I'll do the interview with Jeff first. That'll be the next big interview that I do is Jeff for the conventions. So I will interview Jeff on the main show next. There we are. All right. There we are. Yo, what's up, Visions? What's up, Dave? What's up, Walter? He says, what's up, my N-words? Oh, shit. So anyway, we'll just see. We'll see. I think I started off too big last night, you know. Like I said, 5 super chats. I thought, let's do one. Let's see if one person will donate a super chat tonight. So I'll try. My friend said start doing goals. And I was like, all right, well, it doesn't hurt to try, you know. So anyway, let me put the link in the Discord. There we are. Vision says, Oogie Boogie Walter. Hell yeah, nice Nightmare Before Christmas reference there, Visions. You know, the Oogie Boogie from Nightmare Before Christmas, which I love. That movie's fucking great. Anyway, but yeah, going back to what I was saying is, I'm really sorry. I tried everything, guys, to get an apology out of Tommy, and he was being stubborn. He would not do it. I still think he owes Lantern an apology, because everybody tries to take care of Lantern, because Lantern cannot help that he was born like that. You know, I was born with hyperactive disorder. I was born with attention deficit disorder. I was born with OCD. You know, that's why everything has to be clean and neat and symmetrical and perfect in my house. It's just, you have to deal with what God gave you. You're dealt with the hand that the Lord gave you. And for Sega and for Tommy and for Lantern, God gave him autistic. But see, I told Lantern, I said, Lantern, who cares if you have that? I said, fuck the haters, fuck the trolls. I said, take that, Lantern. I said, that's what makes you, you. I said, take that, Lantern, and turn a negative into a positive. I said, the reason why everyone loves Fears is because I take all that raw energy and I put it right back into the vlogs. I put it right back into the stream. And I thought, oh, man, no one's going to like me because I'm too hyperactive. I'm too chatty, you know. And I do admit I do chat a lot. But that works out good to my advantage because it's easy to have a conversation with me because I'm such a good conversationalist. And 2, I'm a good host because I can keep the conversation going while I'm doing my show. So I just turn a negative into a positive. So I said, Lantern, fucking own it. Own it and embrace it, Lantern. I told Sega the same thing. Sega got kind of bummed. He goes, oh, Fears, sometimes like my autism. I was like, Sega, stop right there. I'm like, don't let that get you down. I said, Sega, I would still be your friend whether you had autism or not. I said, that's what makes you you, Sega. I said, that's why everyone loves the Sega Camp Gamer. So I said, just fucking own it, Sega. I said, fucking own it. I said, that's what makes you you. So I think Tommy should apologize to Lantern. I doubt he's going to, because I asked him not once last night, but twice. I do appreciate him coming back in and explaining why he acted like that, because I thought he was just going to run away. And to put it appropriately, I think Larry hit it on the nail. He said he came back as a man and explained himself. But I was like, Tommy, I'm like, can't you just, it's 2 words, I'm sorry, you know? And he wouldn't do it. So I was just like, whatever. So it's unfortunate. It's unfortunate. So yeah, anyway, let me drop the link in the Discord, and I'll call Lantern and tell him I'm live, because he may be asleep. I don't know for sure, but let me give him a call. So yeah, let me call Lantern. Let's see here. He could be asleep. Lantern? Yes, Fears. Wake your ass up, Lantern. It's time to party. Man, he must be in a deep coma sleep. Okay. Sorry about it. You enjoy your little nap, and I will drop the link in the video section. So yeah, I told everybody that I'm live. So let me just drop this right there. Bada bing, bada boom. There we are. And I'll tell you guys about my day, and then we'll get going. The stream is, well, if I could type, hang on. The stream is live, so come and hang out with the community and fears. Yeah, dude. All right, there we are. So yeah, so that's the whole Tommy ordeal, you know. And nice, we got 9 people watching. Thank you for the 2 likes, I appreciate that. Good to see Dave in the chat. Good to see Tina. Visions, Walter, hell yeah. Let's see. Visions says hi. Tina says hi. Walter says what's up. Dave says what's up. Let's see. Walter says, in this town we call home, everyone hail to the pumpkin song. Oh, nice. Yeah. Hell yeah, Walter. That's what I'm talking about. It's the host's responsibility, not the guest. For what, Dave? Fears is an autistic ally. I try to be Jucifer because, you know, they can't help it. They're born with that. So why would I make fun of someone? Why should anyone, Tommy, make fun of someone that Sega got born with autism, so did Lantern, so did Tommy. You would think Tommy would be an ally because he has it too. Just Tommy, I guess, has it less than Lantern. I would say Lantern has the most out of Sega and Tommy. But again, even Vision said this. Vision, I hope you don't mind me quoting you. He said, you think Tommy would be a little sympathetic because Tommy also has it? And I was like, you would think, but no. Anyway, I got my I Love Grandma shirt on. Shout out to Grandma Fears and shout out to Grandma Hughes. My Grandma Hughes is my British grandma, and shout out to Grandma Fears. She's my American grandma. They're both passed away, but I still love you. I still care about you. I still think about you. Hell yeah. Vision says, all my homies have the tism. Well, I don't have autism, Visions, but a lot of your friends have autism. To reprimand. Oh, okay, I was wondering. Well, I mean, I tried Dave. He just would not. Like, so maybe I won't have, I guess to reprimand Tommy, maybe I won't have him on my show for quite a while because what he did was unacceptable, you know? Like, Dave, you saw it. Vision saw it. Larry, all the guys saw it. Everything was calm, cool, collective. We're just bullshitting, talking about movies, talking about Comic-Con, and then Tommy brought up Hulk Hogan. And I said, it's very sad, not only when a celebrity dies, but it's very sad when anyone dies. And I did enjoy Hulk Hogan when I was a kid. And then when I grew up, I saw the his reality show, Hogan Knows Best. And that was a very enjoyable TV show. But if I'm being honest, I always wanted to meet Hulk, but Stone Cold Steve Austin is probably my favorite wrestler because that little repertoire between him and Vince and Shane McMahon and them battling, he fucking tortured Vince McMahon, and Vince McMahon in the storyline was a bitch, you know? He'd fuck him over, then they'd fuck him over, and back and forth and back. I was like, oh, this is fucking nuts. Anyway, so we were talking about that, and then all of a sudden, I'll be honest, not many bings and whistles and, you know, pops came off. And I guess Tommy had enough. He's like, Fears, can I ask you a question? And I was like, I had no idea he was going to go this way, right, Dave? And you saw it, Visions, you saw it, everybody. Larry, whenever he gets here. I was like, yeah, sure, what's up? And he's like, who in the hell has their mic like really loud and turned up and all the bells and whistles are going off? And he was talking over me, and I tried to say, hey, oh, that's Lantern, that's Lantern. And then he's like, Lantern, mute your mic or get the fuck off the panel. And I was like, wow. I was like, damn, out of nowhere. So, Lantern, I just want to say it on my channel. I'm really sorry that Tommy did that. Lantern, I tried twice to get him to apologize. I'm going to wait like a week or two, and I'm going to try to call Tommy again and say, hey, man, can you just come on my show? It'll take 2 minutes. Just look into the camera and just say, hey, Lantern, I apologize. Because I understand if Tommy's going through some shit, because each time I asked him, hey, can you apologize to Lantern? He was like, well, I haven't been in the right headspace. I can't get over my dad. I'm having a hard time. And I can understand people going through hard times because the last 2 weeks I've been going through a bunch of shit. Finally, things are starting to calm down. Thank God. You know? But I told Tommy, I said, well, I still haven't gotten over my dad's death, and I don't think anyone would, because I always think about my dad, and I always love him, and I always care about him. And my dad was the fucking man, and he still is the fucking man. So I said, Tommy, I said, I haven't got over my dad, but I said, you don't see me making fun of autism people and going fucking nuts and going ballistic. I think Lantern's hilarious. I think Lantern's funny. Like, I'm not kidding. Sometimes I'll just, like, if I'm having a bad day, I'll call Lantern on the Discord, and I'll be like, Lantern. He'll be like, what's that, Fears? And just to hear his voice, I'll call him and be like, hey, Lantern. Damn. He'll be like, damn. I'll be like, pew. Just to get a laugh. You know? And then he'll make me laugh and go, all right, Lantern, I got to get back. I'll see you, buddy. So I call him at least a couple times a week just to see how Lantern's doing. I call Sega a couple times a week just to see how he's doing. And I also call Tommy just to see how their lives are doing because I'm a nice person. And when I say I'm your friend, I'm a friend. I could bring up someone's name, but I won't. I don't puss out after 10 years. When I say I'm a friend, I'm a friend. Speaking of that person, I've decided, because I brought his name up a couple of days ago, and it started a whole world of shit. So, you guys know who I'm talking about, but he gets real pussyfied if I say his name. So, I've decided not to bring his name up ever again. So, hopefully I never have to hear from that little bastard again. So, plus I took Banjo's advice. He's like, Fears, why are you still harping on that fucking guy? He goes, if he doesn't want to be your friend, he doesn't want to be your friend. I'm like, yeah, he just hurt me. So, I will try to never bring up his name ever again. So, I just wanted to say my piece on that before we continue on. So, yeah. Yo! What's up, Fangirl Kate? Let's see. Linda Hogan not doing too good herself. Oh, really? Oh, I didn't hear about that. Vision says, I don't think Lantern lost any sleep over the opinion of Tommy. Well, thank God for that, Visions. You know what I'm saying? The funniest thing is, Visions, I can't remember when Tommy left. It was either the first time or it was the second time. Lantern went like this and went like that to Tommy, and I started fucking losing it. And then you sent it to me. You made it into a little GIF. He was like, all going like that. And I was like, oh shit. I'm like, yeah, Lantern, you tell him. I'm like, just fucking flick him off, Lantern. Hell yeah, Lantern. I thought that was funny. That gave me a little giggle. That gave me a little, like, oh yeah, Tommy, what do you think about this? That's what Lantern did. I didn't do that, but Lantern did that. I thought that was funny. Anyway, Pixel says, Lantern was smiling at his dad's funeral. I don't think he worries about anything. Well, that's good. That's good, Pixel. You know, but I still think, I'm still Tommy's friend, but I still think he owes Lantern an apology, because Lantern, Vision, I don't mean to bring up your name again, but I'll use you as an example. Everybody was just chilling, and then when I explained it, Visions said, Lantern was just hanging out. That's exactly what he was doing. He was just hanging out in the background. And I don't remember exactly what you said, Vision, but you're like, Lantern was just, I think you either said, Lantern was just chilling out. Go back in the stream and listen to it. You either said, Lantern was just hanging out, or he was just chilling out. I said, yeah. I said he wasn't doing anything. He was just chilling. So, Lantern, I'm really sorry that happened. Especially, I'm really sorry because, one, I'm your friend, and two, it happened on my podcast. So, Lantern, I apologize. I had no idea Tommy was going to do that. And I saw another side of Tommy that I've never seen, because Tommy's never made fun of me. You know? Because Fears won't put up with it. I'll shut that shit down quick. So, I've never seen Tommy act like a bully. And then someone in the Discord said I think it was Pixel, said, Pixel, if it wasn't you, somebody else. I closed the Discord. I can't remember who said it. Someone said it's very ironic. Tommy cries when a bully made fun of him, Leafy, but it was okay because Tommy was like, "Hey, fuck you, Leafy," and everyone got so much support around Tommy, and he got 100,000 followers. So if that happened to me, I'd be like, "Hey, guess what, Leafy? Yeah, you may have bullied me, but I got the last fucking laugh." Leafy's channel got taken down, according to Tommy, and guess what? My channel's still up, and I got 100,000. So hey, Leafy, fuck you, you motherfucker. You know, that's what I would have done. But now it's really ironic that now Tommy's got 100,000 subs, and then he makes fun of Lantern for no fucking reason. I was like, man, I saw a whole other side of Tommy last night. Again, he may be going through some shit. I mean, I've said a lot of stuff out of anger, so hopefully in a couple of weeks when Tommy calms down, I'm going to ask him again. Like, hey, do you think you can just, throw an apology to Lantern's way? And I hope he, gives him an apology. So we'll see. Doubtful, but we'll see. Let's see. Kate says, "What's up, handsome?" Yo, what's up, beautiful? Vision says, "LOL, yeah." Oh, yeah, I thought it was funny, Visions. He was like, "God damn it, you bastard." Like that. Or he said, "Fuck you," or "asshole." And I was like, "Yeah, Lantern, you show him who's boss." Just, that's right. That's right. Show him who's boss, Lantern. That's right. Let's see here. I mean, I agree, Kate. I saw a side of Tommy that I've never seen ever, you know. As a bully, Lantern may not have lost sleep, but I sure did. I mean, it was kind of bullshit. I was like, I've looked up to Tommy, and when Tommy and me have hung out, we've hung out 3 times. He was the nicest guy ever. So I saw another side of Tommy, so yeah. Anyway. But I'm glad Lantern didn't get mad, you know. Exactly, Pixel. He said, "Hey," he could have just said, "Hey, Lantern, your mic is echoing." Exactly. And that's usually what I tell Lantern. I'm like, "Hey, Lantern," whenever we start talking, if I'm talking to Larry or Visions and I hear the echo, I'll be like, "Hey, Lantern, can you check your mic?" And when he checks it and says, "Oh, my bad, Fears, it's echoing," I'm like, "Hey, not a problem, Lantern." He fixes it. Boom. Everything's fine. You know, we're on our way with the podcast. No worries. Vision says, "You know what, Fears? Tommy stole my lunch money. That son of a bitch." Did he? I'll make sure you get that 20 back. That $20 back. Unbelievable. Stealing money from my friends. Cruising for a bruising. Unbelievable. Unfucking believable. Yo, what's up, Sega? Good to see you, buddy. Good to see you. What's up, Bukaki? Good to see you, Bukaki. What's up, Pretend Stories? What's up? Sega says, "Well, hello, Liz. If Lantern didn't get mad, then why did he strangle 3 cats last night?" Lantern, I don't mean to laugh, but that was fucking funny. Oh, that made me laugh. Because I didn't expect that, Bukaki. That was fucking great. Lantern loves his cats, but I just get worried sometimes when I hear like in the background, you know? And I'm like, what the fuck is he doing to those cats? I'm like, I hope everything's okay, you know? Anyway. Walter White says, "Yo, Sega, what's up? My friend's son has similar problems." That sucks, Dave. That sucks. Were you talking about us? Well, what's up, Mr. Lantern? Is this the real Fears or an AI Fears? Feels like the real Fears. What's up? Nickel, Triple, Pickle, Tickle, Wickle, Sickle, Bickle, Wickle, Dickle. And Triple, I'm going to watch that movie tonight. Where is it? Hang on. Let me grab it. I'm going to watch that movie tonight. I'm watching Triple's movie tonight. So, bam, right there. And so I think these two are going to be the watches. I'm going to do this one. And I'm going to do this one for sure. And if there's time, I'm going to watch this horror movie that I found at I think I bought this one at in Missouri. I honestly can't. No. This was at Barnes & Noble. So this one, if there's time, but this one for sure. But yeah. Anyway. What's up, Sega? Let's see here. Hey, Sega, I want to send you some fan mail. Can I send it? Oh, hell yeah. Send it to him. Send it to him. Triple says, hell yeah. What's up, Mr. Lantern? I'm going to call Mr. Lantern and see how he's doing. He's probably napping. Probably napping away. Plus, I want to apologize to him again. Mr. Lampy. Yo!
Yo!
What's up, Mr. Lantern? How you been?
Good, how about you?
Doing pretty good, buddy. How was your day? Did you have a fun day?
Good. Yeah, did you?
I had a great day. I went to Walmart and I did grocery shopping for the week, and then I talked to my mom, and then I bought some more. I bought some more clothes for my nephew. So yeah, good stuff, buddy. Good stuff.
Yeah.
Hey, Lantern. I know I already apologized. I know I already apologized on camera last night, but I wanted to apologize to you face to face. What Tommy did was bullshit. You didn't do anything wrong, so don't feel bad. Me, Larry, Visions, we don't care about the bells and whistles. We're used to it. Lantern, you can bell, whistle, you can sing ho 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 Merry Christmas until your tongue falls out. I don't care. Lantern, what makes you great is, you know, like how, I don't know if you heard me what I said. Like, you know, I've got a bunch of problems. I've got I've got OCD and I've got hyperactive disorder. That's what makes Fears.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
What makes Lantern is you have autism, and I'm like, just fucking own it. Don't be ashamed of it. That's what makes you you. That's why everyone, you know, loves you, buddy. So I was not annoyed. I was zero annoyed, as Fears would say. I could care less. I've gotten so used to the bells and whistles, I don't even hear the bells and whistles anymore. And what Pixel said in the chat, Pixel said, you know, if your mic is echoing, then either me or Larry or someone will say, hey, Lantern, can you check your mic? You check your mic, everything's good. You turn off the echo, we're rocking and rolling. So don't let Tommy get you down. And I'm really sorry. I'm going to apologize on behalf of Tommy because I asked Tommy twice. I was like, Tommy, come on, don't be stubborn. I was like, Tommy, don't be stubborn. It's 2 words. I'm sorry. And he wouldn't do it. So, on behalf of Tommy, I'll say it because Lantern happened on my show, and I feel responsible, even though Tommy did it. I'm sorry that happened to you on my show, buddy. I really am. And it's bullshit what he did. Because nobody else was mad except for Tommy. I wasn't mad. Visions could care less. Larry could care less. I could care less. Because I've gotten used to the bells and whistles, so you didn't do a thing wrong, buddy. All right? And Vision said something in the chat. He goes, Lantern probably didn't lose any sleep over it. So I hope you didn't, Lantern.
Yeah.
Lantern, I thought it was funny. Are you watching the camera right now?
Yeah.
So
I'm in the chat.
Yeah. So I'm gonna do something that you did. Remember after Tommy left? You know, you were like, God damn it, fuck you, and you went like that. I loved that. Yeah. I thought that was fucking hilarious. I loved it. You're like, God damn it, fuck you, Tommy. That was great. I'm like, yeah, Lantern, you show him who's fucking boss. That's right. Get in there. Get in there, Lantern. Hell yeah. Hey, Lantern, damn.
Yeah.
Pew. Lantern. Hello. Hey, Lantern, damn.
Damn.
Pew.
Pew.
I just farted, Lantern, and it felt great.
Yeah.
Anyway, you're the man. You're the man, dude. You are the man, Lantern. Anyway, I'm gonna get back to the show, buddy. But Lantern, you are welcome on my show anytime you want. All right.
All right.
Sounds good, buddy. Shunk, I'll see you later.
Hey,
Shunk.
Shunk.
All right, Lantern. I'll see you back in the chat, buddy. Shunk. There it is. There it is. All right. Yep. Let me catch up with the chat here. Let's see. Where did I leave off? Yo, what's up, Bo Seamus? Let's see. Where did I leave off? I left off with Sega saying, hi, Liz. What's up? Pixel says Sega is mega. Oh, that he is. Shake Tommy down. What up, Sega? And then, let's see. Oh, no. I was past Sega saying, hi, Walter. Won't someone think of the cats? I think about the cats all the time. Hey, Seg, I want to send you some fan mail. Oh, yeah, send it. Send it to him. Triple Nickel Pickle says, hell yeah. What's up, Liz? Poopy Diaper says, what up, Fears Man? What's up? What's up? The shine swollen ball is lurking in the background, waiting for my embrace. I'm coming for it, Fears. Oh, you mean this? Never! You'll never get my foil ball. Ha 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 ha! You know what, Seamus? There might be hair in there. There might be. There may not be. You don't know. You'll never know, because you'll never touch my foil ball. Hell yeah. I'm going to send Tommy a turd in his next video. Oh man, you guys are making me laugh tonight. Fucking hell. That was pretty good, Walter. Tom, just picture Tommy opening up. Oh, what's this? What's this? And he opens it up. A hot, steaming pile of cow dung. Oh, man. Anyway, I'm not going to make fun of Tommy. I'm not making fun of Tommy. I'm just saying what he did was wrong. But, Walter, that made me laugh. I'm going to send him a turd. Anyway. Elizabeth says, too many apologies from the wrong person. Vision says, yeah. Well, here's the thing. I felt responsible because it happened on my podcast. And if Tommy won't accept the responsibility, then I'll accept it because it happened on my podcast. Even though I didn't do anything, I felt Lantern owed an apology, you know? So I was like, Lantern, if he's not going to do it, then I'll apologize to you and say, hey, I'm sorry that happened on my podcast. Not on his podcast, on my podcast. So I know I didn't have to, but I felt like I needed to, you know? So, because that was bullshit. But anyway, let's continue on. Dave says, after the Anime Fest in Lakeland and the heat Saturday, we went right to sleep, and then we got, let's see, it was pretty hot that day. But he did find some good stuff. Oh, nice, Dave. That's awesome. I'm glad. Now, Dave, you said James found some good stuff at the convention. Did you find anything good? Did you buy any merch, or did you buy a shirt or anything, Dave? Let me know. No, I get it, Liz. I get where you're coming from. I get that I don't have to apologize, but hopefully everybody understands where I'm coming from, you know? So, yeah. Let's see here. Dave Phillips. I'm sorry. Pretend Story says, Dave Phillips, that's very cool. Stop typing in the chat and pay attention to Fears, Mr. Lantern. He's all right, Bo Seamus. It's about hair, Seamus? It's about hair? I swear. You got me some hair? Pass me some hair if you dare. That's right. Can we get Lantern versus Tommy in a street beef? Well, actually, Dopey, I like Vision's idea better. Because right after Tommy went nuts, Vision said, hey, Tommy, so are you calling Lantern out for a cage match? I think we need to get a cage match going on, Visions. You know? A battle to the death, Tommy versus Lantern in the ultimate cage match. Sunday night. Dun, dun, dun. Hell yeah. I'd pay to see it. That's right. Yeah, see, Visions just said it. He goes, yeah, we're getting a cage match. Oh, yeah. Now we're talking. Lantern, thank you for that million super chat, buddy. I appreciate that. So the goal is I will interview Jeff on the main show. That'll be the next interview I do. And last night I tried 5 super chats, and I thought, that was a bit much. So I just put, if someone will do 1 super chat tonight, and I set it for an hour, because my friend was like, you should try to do more goal spheres. And I was like, I won't do a goal every night, but I said, I'll try here and there. So that's the goal. So if you want to donate to the goal, have at it, my friends. But not required. Only if you want to. I got the tin foil and lighter ready. Oh, don't even go there. Pretend stories. Oh, no. I've been working on that for a while. That's right, Dave. He says, curses the foil ball again. Hell yeah. No ball touching. I know what you're doing there, Liz. I know what you're doing. Seamus wants your foil ball. I know, Lantern. Every once in a while he asks about it. Lantern versus Tommy in eating raw beef. You guys are on a roll tonight. Oh, that made me laugh. Oh, shit. Just picture it. Like, they got, like, napkins tied around them. Like, all right, I'm going to give you a 3, 2, 1. Like, I'm the ref. All right, Tommy, Land, I'm going to give you a 3, 2, 1, go. And they're just eating fucking raw beef. Oh, my. Damn. Oh, my Lord. That would be nuts. That would be insane. Oh, Lord, that was funny. Sega says, have a good night, Fierce. I'm going to go to bed. I'm just tired tonight. Hey, Sega, no worries. No worries, buddy. I was about to call you, but if you're going to bed, Sega, I'm not going to interrupt your sleep. So, Sega, I'll have you on the show in a couple of days, my friends. I'm going to have... Randall was supposed to be on the show last night, but he got preoccupied. So, whenever I have Randall on, Randall said he's going to try to come on Sega Wednesday. I'll throw you the link, buddy. So, yeah, we'll try to get a full panel going again Wednesday night. We'll try. Anyway, good night, Sega. Have a good one, buddy. Let's see. Hulkster just tapped my shoulder and money on... Oh, there you go. Sleep tight, Sega. I actually have Tommy in the raw meat company, but Lantern is going to crush the spelling bee. Oh, yeah. All right. Well, let's get to some topics, my friends. Because I'm not going to do a super long show. I wasn't hungry earlier, but I'm probably going to be hungry after the live. I skipped lunch. I've been trying to skip meals. That'll also help with my weight loss. I only had breakfast at church. Came home from, let me tell you about my day before we get to the topics. Went to church, had breakfast at church, had coffee and donuts. Skipped lunch. I just had an apple. Kind of, for a snack. Oh, I will, Lantern. Coffee first. I got you, buddy. And then I did a little bit more editing. I watched this movie before the show. A little bit more editing on the Sega vlog. I'm going to do a little bit more editing before I have to go to work tonight. Work, I got to be there at 4 o'clock. So, yeah. And then I took a nap. And that was about it. Oh, and then I went to Walmart. I did a live. I did a live at Walmart. I bought my groceries for the week. So, I knew I was forgetting something. So, anyway. That was my day. It was a pretty good day. Nice little Sunday off. So, yeah. All right. That's right, Lantern. Coffee first. Little thrilling 3 action. I'm not much of a dancer, Lantern. I try my best. So there you are. Walter, your book is almost filled up. I got a couple more pages. I got that much left. So that'll probably last me another month. I'm going to send this to Walter. And then I'm going to start on the Fears Podcast book, part 4. And whoever claims the 4th one, but don't claim it until this book is done. So whoever wants the 4th one, you let me know. Whenever this one's done. And Walter, as soon as this is done, I'm going to FedEx it to your house, buddy. And Walter gets not only my signature, but Sega's too. Mine's the big one, and Sega's is right there. So, hell yeah. How was church? Church was good. Church was very good. Just hung out with my church family, had a little breakfast, coffee and donuts. They do something different for breakfast every single day. Sometimes it's a big meal like pancakes or bacon and eggs. Sometimes it's very little. Sometimes they have no food. Sometimes they just have coffee available. Depends on what the ladies... There's a bunch of church ladies, Tina, at my church that take care of all that. So if they're kind of lazy and they just want to do coffee, then it's just coffee. Other times they're like, hey guys, we're going to celebrate someone's birthday, so we're going to have a big pancake breakfast or what. So they have a whole bunch of stuff that they do. So they just had coffee and donuts, but the donuts were good. Krispy Kreme, hell yeah. I had 2. And I didn't grab the big ones because I'm trying to lose weight. I grabbed the little Krispy Kreme donuts, had 1 cup of coffee, sat down, had a conversation with the Lord, got out of there. Visions, I almost went to Barnes & Noble and I said, you know what, Fears? You've got so much shit. Let's try. Oh, shit. I didn't mean to hit the foil ball. I've got so much shit. Let me get it down a little bit, and then later on I'll go there. Let me put the foil back up because I did not mean for that to fall down. I'll put it right here. There we are. By the way, Tina, your husband, Dave, my new buddy, man, he gave me a lot of these. These things are fucking working out so good. So, and you don't even need to put them in the holder. Like, look, you can put them in the holder, or you can just, you can just put it just like that. So, Dave, whenever you get some more of these, Dave, I need some more of them to put more of my movie props in there. So, Dave, I totally want to buy some of these because Dave gave me 9 of them for free, and I feel bad. So, Dave, whenever you get some more in, I'll buy some from you because you already hooked me up with 9 of them, buddy. So yeah, and this prop is red kryptonite, and they're working out good, and I appreciate it, Dave. Let me put it back in the holder. There we go. It's working out good. All right, let's see. Well, since I recently watched Bordello of Blood tonight, I watched it right before the stream. Let's start with this. Let's start with this review. So yeah, a little bit of Bordello of Blood, motherfucker. That's right. All right. Bordello of Blood. I wouldn't say it's a horror movie. I would say it's a horror. I'm sorry, it's a comedy horror. There's more comedy in it than horror, but there's a good balance of horror and comedy. And it was Tales from the Crypts presents Bordello of Blood. So I'm going to give it, it's more funny. It's a cheesy horror comedy. I would say it's bad, but it's funny. So I'll give it an 8 out of 10. It's a solid watch. It's not bad. It's not good. It's just an okay, funny watch. So 8 out of 10. 8 out of 10. Very funny. And because it's funny, I'm going to recommend it. So I recommend it. My first favorite scene is she's like the ultimate vampire. Like, she's kind of a vampire bitch. I hate to say it, ladies. I'm sorry. But she is like the most evil bitch in the movie. And she shows her breast to Dennis. And this is my favorite, one of my favorite scenes. He goes, I'm not going to say that those aren't the breasts of the century, but I'm just not digging the owner. So why don't you put those away? And then she tries to, like, give herself to him, and she goes, you know what? This gun is cocked, and I swear to God, I'll use it. So that's one of my favorite scenes. So yeah. So the breasts of the century scene, that was pretty funny. And then obviously the next best scene is when he kills her in the church with the laser. So the laser scene is top notch. Laser scene kills the ultimate vampire bitch. So yeah. Let's see. There's a fair amount of horror in it. So I'm gonna put fair amount of horror. The best kill, let's see, best kill would be probably when this lady right here grabs a guy's head and just goes like that and just twists his fucking head off. All this blood starts flying out and all this like liquid ooze starts pouring out, and I'm like, damn. So she just takes she didn't rip his head off, she just twists his head off. So if this is the head, she goes like that and just rips, like twists his head off. So twists the guy's head off is the best kill. And I was like, as Lantern would say, I was like, damn! Because I wasn't expecting it, because I've seen this before, but I forgot about the twisting of the head. But the reason why I reviewed it is because I haven't put it in my movie app. So yeah. So there it is. Let's see. Pretend Story says, very cool. Fears loves free. That I do. But because Dave was so cool, and he gave me 9 of them. I was like, I feel like, all right, when Dave gets some more of these, I'm going to buy some off of him. That's fair. Like, he gave me 9 for free, but the next time, I'm going to buy some off of Dave. Because they do save a lot of space. Like, I took all those movie props and I put 9 movie props in. I just stacked them on top, and it cleared up so much space on the movie prop shelf. And I was like, hell yeah. So, yeah. Oh, they are, Liz. They're a hoot. And then Liz says, nice. Exactly, Dave. It's so bad, it's good. But it's not as bad as Drainiac. Dave, Visions, watch fucking Drainiac. Takes a bite of an apple. That's fucking peculiar. And then fucking walks off stage. I fucking love that shit. That's all I can say, because I'll ruin it, Dave, if I explain it more. Just fucking watch it. Watch the fucking fat-ass hillbilly guy who takes a bite of an apple, and then he walks off stage. And I fucking lost my shit. It's good. Bukaki says, I might start watching the Tales from the Crypt series tonight. Oh, why wouldn't you? Bukaki, I got the whole series right over there, and I want to get the whole series. I want to get the whole Tales from the Crypt series on Blu-ray or 4K, because they have them out on 4K and Blu-ray. I just haven't had time to buy it, but I got the whole series right over there on DVD. I've watched the whole series. Most of the episodes I like. Some episodes are dumb, but most of the episodes are fucking kick-ass, and they're great. They're great. Lantern says, well, howdy, Bukaki. What's up, Bukaki? Well, howdy, 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 howdy. That's right. Lantern better be a good boy. Oh, he is. He is. Don't worry. He is. Everything's good. Everybody be good in here. Lantern, everyone's doing fine. Everyone's cool. Everyone here is always a good boy. This is true. This is true. I haven't had to kick out a hater in quite a while. It's been about a week or two. I think about 2 weeks there was some idiot that came in and was like, Fears is a bad driver or some bullshit. I'm like, well, that's not true. I'm actually an excellent driver. So, yeah. So I think that's the last time I got rid of somebody. All right, what else? What else to say about Bordello Blood? The best kill is the head twisting, and then I said my 2 favorite scenes. Fair amount of horror. I do recommend it. It's funny. Lots of cameos. Lots of cameos. Whoopi Goldberg does a cameo in this, so lots of cameos. Lots of cameos. That's all I got for that one. All right. There we are. That's the newest Lego build. I did a travel suitcase, so I think the next Lego build I'm going to do is probably the Millennium Falcon. I keep teasing you guys with the Millennium Falcon. I think that's going to be the next one, so bada bing, bada boom. All right, next. Let's do Hitchcock. Good evening. So, yeah. He was the master of horror. He was the master of suspense in his time. It's not about his entire life. It's about a portion of his life. So it's based on a true story. It's about a portion of his life when he got the script for Psycho, and he was sick and tired of doing the same movies. And he said, I want to do something new. I want to do something fresh. And so he took off a couple of days, and then he found the book Psycho, and he read it. And then he talked to his wife, and his wife's name was Alma, A-L-A-M-A, Alma. I think that's how you spell it. If I'm wrong, I apologize. And he said, do you think I should do this? And then she's like, of course, you're the master of suspense. Why wouldn't you? And he goes, well, it's a horror movie. The book is a horror movie. And then he goes, I don't want it to be like any old horror. And she's like, yeah, but if you made a horror movie, you would actually make it good because you're a great director. And if anyone can do it, it could be you. Because he was scared that I don't want it to be another slasher film. And then she's like, that's why you should do it and make an actual good horror film. So he goes, I'm going to do this. And he did it. And he had enough money to do it in color, but he thought it would be much scarier in black and white, and I agree. So it's about a portion of his life. I'm going to give it a... It's not a perfect movie. I would give it a... But I do like Alfred Hitchcock movies. I've got some of them. I don't have all of them, but I need to watch all of them because the guy was a fucking genius. And Anthony Hopkins plays a great Alfred Hitchcock. I'm gonna give it... I do enjoy the movie. It's not a perfect 10. I would give it... I'm gonna give it a 9.1 out of 10. 9.1 out of 10. Based on a true story. And when I watched the bonus features, this movie is based on, I forgot how many biographical books he wrote about himself. Alfred Hitchcock wrote one about the making of Psycho, which I think that's what this movie is based on, is his biographical book about how he was feeling and what he did when he made Psycho. And then I think he wrote another book, but give me 1 second. Let me grab my phone. Give me 1 second. Thank God for Meta. Hey Meta, how many biographical books did Alfred Hitchcock write about his life?
Alfred Hitchcock didn't write any biographical books about himself. However, he did write the book Lifeboat regarding the film.
Who wrote the biographical book about his experience making Psycho?
Let's see. The biographical book about the making of Psycho was written by Stephen Rebello, titled Alfred Hitchcock and the Making of Psycho. This book details Hitchcock's acquisition of rubber...
So it was that one. Thank you. So it was that one. So, based on that book. So, based on a true story, based on the bio book of how they made Psycho. Because all that's true. All that stuff is true. It is funny, and there's also horror elements in it. So horror elements to the film, because he is the master of horror, the master of suspense. It is funny. It is very funny. If you guys like, anyone in the chat, if you guys like Alfred Hitchcock films, you'll love this. I need to get this on Blu-ray or 4K, whatever I can get my hands on, because it's awesome. My player can do 3D, 4K, Blu-ray, and DVD. It can do all of it. I just invested and just got all that shit. So I can play basically whatever format except for VHS. But except for Visions and Tender Immortal, Visions, you and Tender Immortal are the only two people on the planet that actually play VHS. But it's cool. That's cool, though. That's what makes you you. I've got VHS, but I just collect them and just put them all over my house. So, yeah. So, horror elements. It's very funny. I do recommend it. Again, if you like Alfred Hitchcock films, you'll love this. I do recommend it. My first favorite scene, probably when they recreate how Alfred Hitchcock shot the shower scene, the famous shower scene. You see all the behind the scenes before they shoot the scene. Then you see them recreate them actually shooting that scene. And then you see the aftermath of it. So, recreating the before and after of the shower scene. And then I'd say that's my second favorite scene. My favorite scene out of the whole film is when the whole picture's made. He takes his wife and his producer friend that helped him get the money for it, and some of his family and some of his other friends to the theater with all the other people that are so all the other fans. So it's him, his wife, some of his family members, his producer friend that helped him got the money, and he says, "Oh, go ahead, you guys go inside, save me a seat." He goes, "I'm just gonna go upstairs and just to make sure the film," because back then they did not have any digital films. They actually put a roll of film on the fucking thing and hit play, and it played the movie like that. So he goes upstairs and everything's fine. And then in the hallway, you see people like buying popcorn. You see him go in, and then he stands outside and he listens. And the shower scene comes up, and he just puts his ear to the door, and he hears all the screams and yells. And he's kind of like doing a symphony like this, like, "Oh, I knew this scene was going to be great." And he's going like that. And he just does a little, not a big laugh, just kind of a smirk like, "Oh, yeah, this is working. This is great. This is fucking awesome. This is great." So that's probably my favorite scene because he's listening to the screams and he's like, "Oh, yeah, this movie's going to be epic." And then that leads to them walking out of the theater, and there's all these people asking Alfred Hitchcock and his wife questions about the movie, and they're about to get in the car, and Alma, which is his wife, turns to him and says, "You know what, Alfred, this movie may be the biggest thing that's ever happened to your career." And then he looks at her and says, "Our career." And then he leans in and he gives his wife a kiss, and then it ends. So, yeah. So that's probably my favorite scene. Yeah. Oh, hey, what's up? Fears, fake workout streams. How are they fake? I film them and I work out. You can't really fake that. Hey, guess what? You're gone. Later, troll. That's the most funniest crap I've ever heard. How can you fake a workout stream? I set my camera up. I work out. I get all sweaty. Whenever I'm done working out, I leave. That was funny. So I'm not mad. I'm actually glad you came in, and I'm glad that I could block you, because that was funny as hell. So that's my second favorite scene. So the movie theater scene. I guess I set myself up because I said I haven't had to block anyone in quite a while, and then all of a sudden, here comes the idiot. So I set myself up for that, Fears. So I do recommend this. It was pretty good. So when you get a chance, watch this. It was really good. There we are. Oh, let's see. Where did I leave off? Lantern says, I'm a little bit behind. I put the link for the displays in the Discord. Okay, Dave. Yeah, thank you. I will, because I want to buy some. Lantern says, well, howdy, Visions. All right now, Visions. Lantern, Visions has been here for quite a while, but better late than never. You never look at the chocolate syrup the same way again. Exactly, Dave. Exactly. They didn't use blood. They used chocolate syrup. But it was black and white, so chocolate syrup gives it that real thick look like actual blood. So there you are. A bunch of those movies are classic. Oh, yeah, Tina. I love the classics. I love the classics. Dave, I happen to love chocolate syrup. Well, who doesn't? A little chocolate syrup on some ice cream? Hell yeah. Well, howdy, and welcome to the stream. Lantern, Danny D is definitely not here. If he is, I'd block him in a second. So, yeah. I guess, Liz. But I thought it was funny. How can you fake a workout stream? I literally do this. I turn on my phone, I set it up, I work out, and then whenever I'm done, I'm like, all right, guys, I'll see you later. And I'm all hot and sweaty, and I actually work out. So I'm like, that doesn't make any logical sense. So, yeah. Anyway. All right, next. Pretty good stream so far. Hell yeah. All right, let's see. What's next? Oh, I'm getting tired. Oh, man. Avengers. Age of Ultron. This one, it was all right. I actually liked the first Avengers way better than this one. There's a lot of boring parts in this. I fell asleep once last night before I went to bed. So let's see. The first Avengers is way better. Avengers: Age of Ultron. I'm gonna give it a 6 out of 10. The first one gets a 9 out of 10, but this one, it was okay. 6 out of 10. Some of it's funny, so I'm gonna say some of it is funny. Lots of action. A few boring parts. Yo, what's up, Larry? How you doing? He says, good evening to all. Up and at 'em, Fears Boy. I'm trying, Lantern. You know me. Whenever the coffee's done, I go and take a nap before work. Let's see. A few boring parts. I wouldn't recommend this one. The first one is way better. The first one's way better, so I wouldn't recommend it. You're not missing much if you don't watch this movie. It was just kind of, wasn't a bad watch, wasn't a good watch. It was just kind of nah. So yeah. My favorite scene. Let's see here. Probably when they're daring, when Thor is daring everybody to pick up his hammer, and nobody can pick up his hammer. So, the hammer scene. That was pretty funny. That was a funny scene. The hammer scene. And like Tony Stark's like, so if I pick this up, I rule Asgard, right? And he's like, yes, of course. Nobody can do it. The only one that kind of comes close is because Steve Rogers is like chemically enhanced his body. You know, the blue liquid gives him like massive muscles, gives him tons of adrenaline. If this is the hammer, he grabs it and he kind of, when he tries to pick it up, it kind of, you hear a little noise against the table, and he doesn't lift it, but he kind of moves it, and nobody can move it. So he kind of jiggles, he kind of jiggles the hammer, and then Thor kind of looks down like, oh shit, is he about to pick it up? And then Steve lets go, and he goes, oh, I tried. And then Thor goes, ha ha ha, nothing, you know, because nobody can pick it up. And then the Hawkeye's like, oh, who will ever pick it up shall rule Asgard. He's like, whatever, man. He goes, it's a trick. And he goes, yes, that's a very interesting theory. He goes, but I've got a better one. And then Thor goes, none of you is worthy. And everyone starts laughing like, whatever, Thor. But no one can pick it up. Steve came close. So that's my favorite scene. So the hammer scene. And then probably the second best scene is when Iron Man and the Hulk battle it out. So Iron Man versus the Hulk. That was a pretty good scene. Let's see. Superhero film. So it was all right. It's an okay watch, but you're not missing anything if you don't watch this. So superhero film. There we go. I'm gonna use the restroom real quick. I'll be right back. It's almost hard work time. I don't know what the hell you're on about. Oh, what? Me going to work? It's only 11:20. I go to work at 4 o'clock. So not yet. Not yet. So yeah. Anyway, I'm going to use the restroom real quick. I'll be right back. So give me 2 minutes. And just go ahead and study my awesome 40 years. Hell yeah. I'll be right back. Let me just use the restroom. No, not fart time, Lantern. Number one. I'll be right back. Damn, Landon, you're going fucking nuts in the chat. Oh, man. Oh, Lord. Wow. Damn, Lantern is dominating the chat. Cheers, Mr. Lantern. Vision says, Snake Time is the best one. Yeah. I'm not going to deny it. That's right, y'all. That's right. Lantern says Snake Time. And you know what, Lantern? I'm so afraid of snakes. I fucking hate snakes. All right. Back to the podcast. I'm actually going to take a break from the movie. So I'm going to save this movie review for tomorrow. And I'm going to do the Nerd Haul right now. So let me just move this out of the way. All right. Time for a Nerd Haul. Yeah. You know what? I'm thinking Doopy is a troll. I'm getting troll vibes. Should I block him? Let's see here. Let me check out his channel. I'm getting troll vibes. I'm sensing a troll. I can sniff out a troll. You're blocked. I can sniff out a troll. Poopy diapers. He was saying some wild shit. He had to go. You can't pull a fast one on Fears. All right. Nerd Haul time. So, yeah. I am not a dummy, though, Visions. Oh, you mean that one. I was like, you call me a dummy? I don't know. If you didn't block all the trolls, you'd probably have 10,000K by now. Yeah, but Walter, I don't want those people. I don't want those people at all. So, I want loving and loyal fans, not idiots. So, yeah. You kind of threw me off, Visions. Sometimes I forget that book is back there. I'm gonna take that with me on my vacation and read some of it. So yeah. I wasn't quick though, Visions. I thought about it. I read some of his things. I'm like, I'm sensing a troll here. No, I don't have to play into trolls, Kate. That's never gonna happen. So yeah, never. Let's see. The reason why you're tired, you did a lot of clean. No, I didn't clean anything today, Tina. Not at all. I just kind of chilled today. So yeah, I went to church, skipped lunch, just had breakfast, just the 2 donuts and the coffee, and then I edited a little bit, and then I watched Bordello Blood, which was hilarious, and then I talked to my mom, and then here. So, yeah. I don't care, Walter. I don't want that type of ad revenue. So, yeah. I want nice people. I already have to deal with enough trolls. I don't want to deal with new idiots. So, yeah. Lantern says, Piers will be back at 2-2. Vision says, yeah. Well, I'm already back, Lantern. So, Piers is back on the attack, Jack. So, yeah. Damn, that's crazy, Kate. Yeah. See, I wouldn't want that for myself, Kate. You know? Because that story that you just posted, Kate, I'm not saying you're crazy, Kate, but what happened to that guy is crazy. That's nuts. Anyway, time for a nerd haul. So, I got this book for Shelton, because all kids like dinosaurs. Shelton just doesn't know it yet, because he's only 4 months old, but he will like dinosaurs, because when I was a kid, I loved dinosaurs. So, dinosaur, say goodnight, and other bedtime rhymes. So, yeah. I didn't even open it up. So, the man in the moon, look out of the moon, and this is what he says. 'Tis that time I'm getting up, all the dinosaurs went to bed. Rockabye dino, in the treetop. When the wind blows, the cradle will rock. Shelton will love this. And why? Because I'm the coolest fucking uncle ever. Shelton, whenever you're like 10 or 11 and you see this, this was from Uncle Fears. This was from Uncle Fears. Fears loves you, Shelton. Fears cares about you, Shelton. I can't wait you to watch this back in about 10 or 11 years. Hell yeah. I got you this book. And I'll read it to you when I get to my mom's house. Because my mom babysits Shelton while his dad and his mother go to work. So, Shelton, I'm going to put it in a nice little wrapping. I'll let you tear it open, and then I'll read it to you, buddy, whenever I get to Missouri. Hell yeah. And then I got Shelton this. I got Shelton this. I'm serious. I'm getting tons and tons of Uncle Fear's bonus points. Hell yeah. Happy dude. Happy little dude. Check it out. Yeah, dude. So, he's going to like that. I'm telling you, Shelton is going to be looking styling. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. So, yeah, let's see. Elizabeth says, Uncle Fear's reading bedtime stories. Hell yeah. I take my Uncle Fear's duties quite seriously. Uncool Tay says, yo, what up, Fears, man? What's up? Fangirl Kate says, I saw Quentin talking about taking Shelton under the wing to make your life hell. Honestly, not good. Well, that's idiot Quentin's name written all over it. That guy is the most miserable son of a bitch alive. That motherfucker better never pray that he meets Fears, because I won't kill him, but I'll beat him up to a bloody mess. I kid you the fuck not. So yeah. Don't even go there, Visions. Do not even go there. Don't say crazy crap like that, buddy. Come on. Come on, man. Don't say that. I know Shelton's a boy. Don't even go there. All right. Let's see what next. And then I got him this. Adventure. I got him that. He's going to be looking styling. And I'll be honest, I didn't know, whenever I picked it up, I didn't know that it was long sleeve. I thought it was low sleeve. I guess this was folded in like that. I thought it was short sleeve, but that's all right. That's okay. So that's what's on the front. That's what's on the back. So I got him that. So yeah. Let's see here. Vision says, I'm sorry. No worries, buddy. I know you were joking around, but I was like, let's not go there. I know you were joking around. You got that dark goth vision, that dark goth humor, Visions. I get it. You know. But I appreciate the apology, my friend. Lantern says, well, shout out to Uncool Taste. Yeah, what's up, Uncool Taste? That's a cute shirt. I like the long sleeve. Yeah, but see, I didn't know that it was long sleeve. It must have been, when I grabbed it, Kate, the long sleeves must have been folded in. And then when I just unfolded, I was like, oh, shit. So it kind of surprised me that it was long sleeve. And I was like, he'll still like it. So winter is coming, so that'll be perfect. Exactly. That'll be perfect. So, yeah. Larry Tate says, fun stream, sorry about last night. Larry, again, it's not your fault. It's not Vision's fault. It's not my fault. It's not Lantern's fault. It's Tommy's fault. It's not Sega. Sega was on. You know, we had lots of guests last night. We were having fun. Larry's 100% right. We were having fun. We were chilling out. We were bullshitting about movies like we always do. We were watching Master Chef Visions cook some shit, hell yeah. That looked really good, by the way, Visions. So yeah. Hopefully you enjoyed that meal, because that looked good. That looked good. And everyone was like, damn, that does look good. I'm like, it doesn't look good. I'm like, it looks great. And I'm not just saying that because we're friends, buddy. You're a good cook. I looked at it, I was like, I'm not supposed to have cheese, and even I would try that. You know what I'm saying? That looked good. And then all of a sudden, Larry left field with Tommy. I was like, Tommy, what the fuck are you doing? Now, I didn't say that, but in my mind, I'm like, why is he starting shit? Everyone's having a good time. I'm like, Lantern didn't do jack shit. Lantern didn't do a thing. I'm like, oh, God, here we go. You know, never a dull minute. So, Larry, you don't have anything to apologize about. It was a fun stream. And I appreciate Tommy coming in. The only thing I didn't like is Tommy didn't give Lantern an apology. I'm like, dude, just own up to it. Just own up to it and say, hey, Lantern, you know, if I hurt your feelings, you know, I was just trying to be a cool friend to Fears. Hey, Lantern, my mistake. You're not a troll. Hey, Lantern, I'm sorry. 2 words, I'm sorry. And he couldn't do it. So I was like, whatever. You can't force anyone to do anything. So I was like, all right, whatever, you know. I almost thought I had to burp. Sorry. There it was. I just burped. So yeah, it's not a big deal, Larry, because as soon as Tommy left, we went right back into having a blast, and the show was a big success. I was like, hell yeah, hanging out with the guys, full panel. I haven't had 6 people, a full panel, in quite a long time, and I haven't upgraded my StreamYards yet. I want to. I think when you upgrade to StreamYards, you go from 6 to 10 people. So that'll be even more awesome when I upgrade it. We'll have 10 people in that motherfucker. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. So you're good, Larry. Lantern says, ho ho ho, Merry Christmas. Lantern, don't start that Christmas shit. I know, Larry. I got the Lantern impression down. I need to get the Larry impression down. Lantern, what'd you eat tonight? Cookies? I don't know, Larry. Lantern? Mama Tate, don't go there. What'd you eat? I don't know, Larry. And then an hour later, I had some cookies, Larry. I'm like, oh, so after an hour you told me and Larry. Lantern, it took you an hour and a half to tell us, I had some Oreo cookies, Larry, you know. I was like, well, why didn't you just say that within 2 minutes, you know? I was like, all right, whatever. So, yeah. Uncool Taste says, Visions uses tactical soap. Don't count out dark goth. Oh, no. I didn't count the dark goth humor. Just sometimes I don't understand his goth humor. So I was like, don't say that about Shelton. Shelton is the cutest. Let me show you guys a photo. I haven't even met him, and I love the little guy. I can't wait to meet him, you know? My mom and my brother sent me this new photo. How adorable is Shelton? Look at this. My mom bought him the new hat, and then I guess my brother, my brother and his wife, I guess they're the ones that bought the Disney clothes, but he's already he's representing Disney already. Check out how cute Shelton is. Adorable. Look at that. He is so cute. And like all the Fearses, I like to wear hats. So does my brother. My dad was the only one that didn't like to wear hats. But most of the Fears family we love our hats. So does Shelton. Hell yeah. So I'm very proud. I'm very honored to be Shelton's uncle. I'm going to try to be the best uncle I possibly can. So, Shelton, when you see this, if you got any, if you want any advice from good old Uncle Fears, I'll always be there for you, buddy. Because I'm going to show him the channels when he gets a little bit older. So, yeah. Let's see. Fangirl Kate, I'm sorry. Sorry, Kate, I'm getting a little tired. I need more of this coffee. Good Lord. I'll be honest. I'm a little tired. I don't want to go to work tonight, but I have to, you know, because I need money, you know. I need to pay some bills off soon, but I really don't want to go to work tonight. I'm a little tired. I'll probably have another cup of coffee before I go into work. Or before I clock in, I'll just go to the break room and just have another cup of coffee because they have coffee. Sometimes they have donuts in the break room at FedEx. Not always, but they always have coffee. So I'll probably have coffee there. So, yeah. Let's see. Fangirl Kate says, Visions can throw down on some hamburger helper. Well, I think we all can, Kate. I was even telling Lantern that. I was like, Lantern, you see those potatoes? You see the cheese? And he was like, yep. I see it, Fears. And I was like, so Lantern, I said, all you have to do is take the cheese that Visions put on the potatoes, a little butter, a little cheese. I said, then you dump about 2 fucking pounds of Hamburger Helper. Bam! You got Lantern's favorite meal right there. Am I right, Visions, or am I right? Because Lantern fucking loves that Hamburger Helper shit. That's why you're shitting your ass off, Lantern. I know, Fears, but it's worth it. I love me some Hamburger Helper. I know you do, buddy. I know you do. I know you do. But yeah, you got the cheese, you got the butter, you got the potatoes, and then I said, Lantern, just dump about 1 pound or 2 pounds of Hamburger Helper. Liz, Kate, you got yourself a meal right there. Lantern's favorite meal. Hell yeah. Let's see. Larry says, Fears is a better streamer than Tommy. I think he's jealous. But I don't understand why he would be, Larry. Because 1, me and him are friends. 2, he's got way more subs. But I was reading today in the Discord. Let me pull it up. I had no idea that I had more views than Tommy. So I guess it doesn't matter how many subs you have. It's all about the views. But I think in order to get a play button, that part has to do with the sub count, because I asked Tommy, I said, did you get your play button before you hit 100,000 or after? He goes, oh no, Fears. He goes, you have to hit at least 100,000 or more and you get yourself an authentic play button. And I was like, oh, okay. So that part deals with the subs, but I guess it also plays into the views. And Pixel, I had no idea. I've got more views than Aaron. I don't know how to pronounce that. Kakarski, whatever the hell that guy's name is. He was actually really nice. Me and Sega met him at the convention when Sega was here. And I said, Aaron, I'm not trolling. I said, I've just heard a lot of crazy shit, a lot of crazy rumors on you, your mom, and your family, and your business. And he goes, oh yeah. He goes, trolls are going to make up shit. I said, yeah. So I said, I don't know what's real. I don't know what's not real. But I shook his hand. We got a photo. I could not believe I met him at the convention. But Visions, you told me that he lived in Florida, so I was like, well, it's bound to happen. I said, I'm bound to bump into him. But I didn't know that Aaron. I knew Aaron went to flea markets. I knew he went to toy conventions, but I did not know that he went to, like, Comic-Con conventions. Because Dave does 2 shows. He'll do a toy show, and then he'll do a Comic-Con, and he jumps back and forth. And I was like, I never thought I would meet him. But when you told me that he lived in Florida, I was like, well, maybe it'll happen. It's bound to happen, so we'll see. So, yeah. But I want to read something from the Discord, which I thought it was very nice that Pixel said this, but I had no idea that in the whole community, I've got the most views, which I appreciate it from my loving and loyal fans. Let me see where I don't know where Pixel wrote it. I'm going to have to look for it. Give me 1 second. It's in one of the categories. I think it's in the video category. Give me 1 second. Swedish Traveler says Mattman is trying to get back in, apparently. Oh, fuck that asshole. I hope Mattman burns in hell for an eternity. I hope the devil butt fucks Mattman in his ass. Mattman is a fucking pedo. He's a disgusting, evil shit. Fuck Mattman. He better pray that he never comes back, because I'll be trolling him, until hell freezes over, Because, you know what? Mattman's so evil, hell is not even good for him. He's even more evil than hell, So fuck Mattman. I fucking hate that prick. Let's see. Anyway. And I think everyone will agree with me on that. Let's see. Where did Pixel say all that nice stuff? Hang on. Where was it? I wish I remembered where Pixel put all that. He was telling me, Fears, you got the most views. It's in the Discord somewhere. Give me 1 second. I'm not ignoring anyone. I'm trying to find it. Oh God, I can't remember where it was. Where the hell are you? Let's see here. By the way, Visions, I saw that movie prop. If you want to send me that movie prop, Vision said, I found this movie prop at the grocery store. Send it to me, Visions. I'll put it on the shelf. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. I think it's under self-promotion. Let's see. Where did I... No, it's not under that. Oh, where the hell is it? Anyway, he said something about I'm having the most views or something. Hang on. I'm trying to find it. Crap. Just when I need to read it, I can't find it. Where the hell is it? Watch, I'll find it after the fucking stream. Hang on. Where the hell? I'm looking through each category. Oh, where the hell is it? I can't find it. Fuck. I don't know if it's in the general chat. If someone can help me find it. Pixel said a whole bunch of... Let's see. Let's see. Oh, there it is. Okay, hang on. Let me scroll up. There we go. There we go. Okay, give me 1 second. So Pixel said, let me scroll up just a little bit more. Pixel says, little did Fears know that he would have a higher social standing all these years than Tommy. He says, Fears is also bigger than Aaron now, it seems. They used to have streams loaded with views and comments and videos, but nada really now. Fears is outliving them all. Mattman's still in the dust. Richie is Richie. Only one he hasn't surpassed yet is Lampy. But see, I wouldn't want to outpass Mr. Lantern because me and Mr. Lantern are actual friends. You know? There's no competition. And then I said, I know it's kind of weird, Pixel. I said, maybe it's because I do a show every day, but I had no idea I had the highest views until you told me. And then I said, wow, I have more views than Aaron. Damn, I didn't know that. And then I said, yeah, fuck Matt, man, that pedo prick. End quote. So it's kind of cool to have. I had no idea that I had the most views. So that's kind of cool. And I appreciate it from my loving and loyal fans. Sorry it took me forever. I could not find where me and Pixel were talking about that. So I was like, So yeah. Anyway. Anyway, let me exit the Discord. Sorry, it just took forever. I could not find. All right, let's see. Where'd I leave off? Larry was standing on business. Visions can throw down on some hamburger helper. Oh yeah. So yeah. But really, Larry, to answer your question, Larry says Fears is a better streamer than Tommy. I don't want to be in competition, everyone. I just try to do my best. Try to bring the content, try to, block all the negative comments and all the negative haters and just put on a nice show and get along with everybody, And if I get the most views, that's just icing on top of the cake and an added bonus, which I appreciate. So hell yeah. Full House. Visions uses Dr. Squaw. Oh, okay. Wow, maybe one day I'll be Shelton's aunt. You never know. You never know, Kate. Vision says, I'm just a scrub and use cheap soap. The pheromones are natural. There you go. I use 2 types of body wash and two types of shampoo. Sometimes I use Axe body stuff, and then sometimes I use what the hell is the other one called? It's that famous shampoo with the black actor, Old Spice. I use Old Spice, and then I use a hair conditioner, And then, what the hell is that soap that I use to wash my hands? Hang on. Let me show you. Let me show you guys. It'll be easier if I just show you. So, because I switch out my shampoo sometimes. So, I use this type of soap to wash my hands. And sometimes they do theme ones like this. But it's essentially the same kind. So I use that to wash my hands, and then let's go into the Fears bathroom. So there's some of that soap, and then let me just show you. And so I use this deep conditioner one, and then I use this body wash, Method Man, and then I use this shampoo, and then if I'm not using that, then I use hang on. Then I use Old Spice. That's Old Spice. So yeah. So I use those. Yo, what's up, Slimer? What's up, dude? So yeah. It's just a lot easier to show you guys. Little Buck Rogers. I'm going to watch that later. I'm almost finished. With Buck Rogers. So that review is coming soon. So yeah. Let me plug in my laptop. There we are. All right, let's see. Where did I leave off? Let's see. Let's see. Vision says, "Don't let Mattman see. I know he's watching." Fuck Mattman. I don't care if he's watching. Mattman is a fucking pussy-fied little baby back bitch. Fuck Mattman. If he knows what's good for him, he'll stay away because everybody knows that piece of shit is a pedo. So fuck him. So yeah. Let's see. Larry says, "Call in. Let's go." Don't worry, Visions. My wife and my ex-wife says, "Damn, that gothic dude smells good." There you go. Vision says, "LOL. You get more views than LC, and he has 16,000 subs." Really, Larry? I didn't know that. But again, LC's my friend, so with me, there's no competition. I mean, I wish all of my friends on YouTube luck, you know? Like, I told LC, if I ever hit 100,000, if I ever hit 1 million, I would help out LC. I always give all my friends, like, hey, subscribe to this person, subscribe to that person. Hell, Visions doesn't even do YouTube. I mean, I think Visions, you only got like, what, 6 videos on your channel? But I always give him a plug for his website, and I'm sure that's helped him out, and getting some more business. And then I always, like, give Lantern a, hey, subscribe to Mr. Lampy. Hey, subscribe to the Sega Cam Gamer. So I always try to help out all my friends online. So really, Larry, that's cool that I have the most views, but I'm not in competition with anyone, So yeah, I try to help out all my friends online, offline, Let's see. What happened to the bill on your cap? It looks a bit bent and out of shape. Oh, it's so old. It's so old, Tokes. Whenever I have a bunch of sweat in here, I put it in the dishwasher and wash it. So it's just it's my favorite hat. I recently washed it, and I don't put them in the dryer. I put them in the dishwasher, and then I set them outside on the porch table and just let them air dry. And then when they're air dry, I bring them in. And so the bill's still good. I mean, it's still flat. It's a very built-in hat. It's a very worn-out hat because I wear it all the time. So it's still good. If I just bend it a little bit, it'll still be fun. I've got a backup. I recently found the same hat at Goodwill, so I have a backup. In case this gets ripped or torn, I've got a backup of my favorite hat. So, yeah. Elizabeth says, yeah, Mattman is back to streaming. Well, it's good that I don't even know his channel, because he had a whole bunch of fake channels back in the day, Liz, and I don't give a shit that he's back. And if I did know his channel link, I would just go there and just troll the fuck out of him until he blocked me, you know? And then I would make another account and just keep trolling him, because he is a disgusting, evil fuck. The shit that Pixel told me about, Pixel used to talk to Mattman, and he admitted it that he had a whole bunch of shitload of disgusting stuff on his laptop. Then you guys saw him back in the day. He was like talking to some little kid in England, and then the mom screamed at him like, leave my son alone. He is disgusting. If he ever did anything to Shelton, I'd be up for murder, because no one's going to fuck with my family, and he's a disgusting, evil shit. So that's my thought on Mattman. So yeah. I can't believe he's back, because no one in our community is going to watch, and the people that do watch from our community are just there to troll him. But he's asking for it. You know, he's asking for it. So yeah. I agree, Tokes. He says, Mattman is the worst person alive. Yep, you got it. You got it. So, fuck Mattman. When you make it big, don't be like Tommy and forget all the small... Oh, never, Larry. I would never. Again, I don't care if I have 5 viewers or 100,000 viewers. That's why I'm not trolling Richie. I like Richie sometimes, but what's bullshit about Richie is Visions. I wish you would have never told me about, oh, you got to pay to talk. That is the most insane thing. You let your audience talk. How are you supposed to have a conversation? How are you supposed to hang out with your viewers if you make all your viewers pay to talk? Fuck that noise. I will never do that to you guys, Larry. I don't mind if people do super chats and donate, because if people do, I'm like, hey, thanks for the donation. I've told any money I make on YouTube, I'm just going to put right back into a vlog or a stream or whatever. You know, so like when Dave donated that $5, whenever I get my next YouTube paycheck, because you have to hit at least 100, if not more, I'll take $5 or $6 and I'm going to go see a movie with that and put it back into the vlog. But Vision said, Fears, yeah, I tried to type in and say, hi, Richie, how you doing? And I guess a little icon popped up, and I don't know how it works, Visions, but it said you had to be a subscriber to talk. And I was like, get the fuck out of here with that noise. I'm like, you're making your fans pay just to say hi, how you doing? Well, you guys can rest assured Fears would never do that to you guys. I wouldn't mind if you guys like donated money and the super chats. Go nuts, have a ball with that. But I'll never be like, hey guys, you gotta pay just to say hi to me. I'm like, that's bullshit. Fuck that noise. No, I promise, Larry, I will not forget about all you guys, because I love my fans. Again, I don't care if I have 1 fan or 100 million fans. All my loving and loyal fans, I appreciate your support. So yeah. Let's see here. Lantern says, hell yeah, Visions. I forgot what you're looking for. Well, I found it, Liz. I found it. I found it. It just took me forever. I was looking for Pixel telling me that I had the most views out of the whole community. And I had a conversation with Pixel in the Discord. I couldn't fucking find it. Finally, I found it. Let's see. I use river sand and ancient... Oh, nice. There you go. There you are. Yeah. What's with the ball of tinfoil? Well, I wasn't allowed, Lance, to have one as a kid. So as an adult, I was like, I'm going to make one. So hell yeah. Just letting you know the numbers. You are killing them in views. Well, thanks, Larry. I appreciate that, buddy. That's nice. That's awesome. I'm glad that the show is taking off. I'm glad the vlogs are taking off. I'm glad, and I'm even getting more views on the main channel too. And I only put my best edited projects on the main channel. I try to put an equal amount of footage on both. So hell yeah. I'm glad the channels are taking off. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to both of them. Hell yeah. Shout out to Lance, a new member of the community. What's up, buddy? Good to see you. let's see here. Ron, Tina, you named it. LOL, lost. Oh, I found it. It just took me a minute. Uncool says, Richie blocked me for commenting another person's name. See, that's fucking weird. Who cares? And then Visions told me, oh yeah, Fear's like, you can't put numbers in the chat. I'm like, who gives a shit? That was one of Richie's rules. You couldn't put colors in the chat. If someone put their favorite color in the chat, I'd be like, cool, you like the color green. Awesome. Rad, you know? Like, I asked Visions, why does he care about numbers and colors? And Visions was like, I don't know, Fears. Richie's fucking weird. And I was like, I like Richie, but yeah, he is weird. He's got too many rules. That's why you left, Visions. You're like, too many rules. Fuck this guy. I'm out of here. Let your audience talk. You know? That's part of my show. I do some topics, and then I chat with you guys and hang out with you guys. Then I get back to my topics. We're gonna finish the nerd hall in a second. I'm just catching up with the chat, you know. So I like chatting with my fans. So I guess some people don't. So I mean, Richie can do whatever he wants with his podcast or his show, because it's Richie's channel, and I can't tell him what the fuck to do. But you're just hurting your audience if you don't let them talk. You know, I don't know. That's weird. Weird. He thinks if you comment another person, it's a shout out and needs to pay $2. Yeah, but who cares? Who cares? Oh my lord. Vision says, wow. I know, wow's right. Who cares about numbers and shout outs and letters and shit? Who gives a shit, you know? Hilarious. Dave says, good one. Burp. Oh, I'm sorry, blurp. I thought you said burp on cool. Excuse me. Richie must hate the new top commenter crown. I guess, Tokes. I mean, I'm not trying to put words into his mouth, but you would think, right? I have no idea, but that's where it seems to be leading. Anyway, back to the nerd hall. I got a new thing to put on my travel bag. Right now, I've got Mickey on there, but I wanted another one. So for this trip, I'm gonna take Mickey off, and I'm gonna put the Stormtrooper. I almost got Darth Vader, and I thought maybe I'll buy Darth Vader next year. But I got a Stormtrooper to put on my bag so I can identify my bag, because you always want to put something, because bags look the same. You always want to put something on there to identify. Oh, that's my bag. So yeah. So you put all your name and your phone number and your address on here, which I will. So then if your bag gets lost, they know where to send it. So I'm going to take off Mickey, and I'm going to put a good old Stormtrooper on there. Whew. There it is. And then I found this new movie, Ash. It's a sci-fi movie. Visions, it has nothing to do with Ash and Evil Dead. But I got really excited. For a minute, I was like, Ash? Ash? It has nothing to do with Ash, Evil Dead. It's a sci-fi movie. And it says, on the mysterious planet of Ash, Raya awakens to find her crew slaughtered when a man named Brian arrives to rescue her. An ordeal of psychological and physical terror ensues, while Raya and Brian must decide if they can trust one another to survive. So I was like, nice. Sci-fi, a little bit of horror action in there. It looked intriguing, so I thought, I'm going to give it a go. So we'll see if it's any good. We will see. Tokes, don't even go there. I didn't say ass. I said Ash. Ash. With an H. Ash. Don't even go there. I know what you're doing. More of that goth humor. Anyway. That's an odd name for a sci-fi movie. Well, it seemed interesting, so I thought, why not? Why not? Tina says, I love classic movies. So do I. So do I. Larry says, speaking of crowns, Lantern is number one. I know, it's back and forth. Usually, it's Visions or Lantern that's first. Larry, you're number two, and sometimes Walter gets the crown too. So, yeah. Lantern timed out for 10 seconds. See if he takes his crown. No, I'm not going to time out Lantern for 10 seconds. Lance says, what year was it? Well, what year is it from? Let me look. It doesn't say. Hang on. I'll find out. Give me 1 second, Lance. Hey, Meta, what year was the sci-fi horror movie Ash made in?
The sci-fi horror movie Ash was made in 2025.
Oh, it's brand new. It's 2025. So Lance, it's a brand new movie. So it was made in 2025. So there you are. 2025. Also, I also grabbed it because it didn't look new. It looked like it was like a 90s or an 80s film. That's why, because that doesn't look like a new movie. I was like, oh, this is probably some 90s movie. I'm like, I'll just grab it, you know? And it also sounded intriguing from the back. I thought, all right, I don't know what this is, but I'll give it a whirl, you know? So, yeah. Next, I got Visions. Are you ready for this? I found this. I'm going to try to bring this to the movie theaters. I hope they'll let me. And hopefully they'll let me put some soda in it whenever I go see Jaws, the 50th anniversary, because I cannot wait to see fucking Jaws in the theater. I'm going to film that for the vlog. I don't care if it makes me even more behind. That has to go on the channel. It's fucking happening. I got dun 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 dun. Jaws. Nice. Hell yeah. So I'm going to take this to the theater, and I hope they'll allow me to put some soda in this. Sierra is a really nice lady at the theater. She usually lets me get away with anything and everything. So the next time I go Vision, I'm going to take this and be like, hey, Sierra, hook a motherfucker up. Let me get some soda in this. And then I'm going to ask her if I can go behind the scenes. So I haven't forgot about that. I'm going to ask her. Fingers crossed. Hope, because I want to see how they put the digital stuff in there, and I want to see all the behind the scenes, and hopefully she'll let me film upstairs, because that would be bitchin'. I hope she'll let me do it. So, plus I got it because I'm gonna put my coffee in it and drink, you know, while I'm on the show here. I love Jaws. It's a great movie. Shout out to Steven Spielberg. Hell yeah. So I'm just gonna put that. I'll put it right up here, right there. I'm running out of room. Ah, there it is. Take Lantern's crown, Liz. Oh shit. Damn. Yeah, it's 2025, Lance. But again, it didn't look like it was from 2025. It looked old. It looked old. I was like, oh, this is an old 90s film. Apparently it's not. So yeah. Watch Ash vs. Evil Dead. It's on my list, Dave. And I need to watch the original. But so far, my favorite one, ever since Visions told me about Army of Darkness. Oh my God, I love Army of Darkness. Army of Darkness is the fucking shit. And Visions, you know what I'm about to say. Ash is getting all, like, he's battling all those fucking skeletons and shit, cutting heads off. And then that half skeleton is crawling, because he doesn't have any legs anymore. He's crawling. And he grabs Ash's leg, and he looks down, like, oh, shit. And then Ash cuts the rope, and he goes flying up the side of the castle. And then a boulder comes down, and the skeleton looks up, and he's like, ah! And the skeleton gets crushed by the fucking boulder or some shit. That scene's genius. That's my favorite scene. Ash is fucking great. Ash is fucking amazing. Again, I don't mean to curse, but it's that great. It's that great. Hell yeah. Let's see. Dave says, yes, they'll let you as long as you buy a soda. Okay, cool. Why don't you just smuggle in your soda and snacks like everyone else? I like to get the full experience of the movie theater, Bukaki. So, yeah. Sneak in some beers. Oh, hell yeah, Tokes. I've done that before. Vision says, do you think you're going to watch Happy Gilmore 2? Oh, hell yeah. I can't wait for that. I cannot wait for that. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Larry says, I knew it. Visions has the third crown. Beers and beef jerky really are the best movie snacks. I don't know about beef jerky, Tokes. I like beef jerky, but beef jerky for me is more of a snack at home. I do like beer. The best combo for me is my favorite soda, the buttery popcorn. That's my go-to. If I don't do that, then I either get a soda and a slice of pizza. If no pizza's available, then I get a soda and some candy. Usually Milk Duds or Reese's Pieces, because I love those. So, yeah. Yep. So, yeah. So, I've got a couple of go-tos that I eat at the theater. Sometimes, if I'm not hungry, I don't get anything, you know. I just ask for a water cup and just fill up some water sometimes, but normally I get a little snack, you know. Elizabeth says, oh shit, Fears, the pressure's too much. Oh shit. Damn. Vision says it came out already. I am going to watch it, Visions. I am. Larry says, you know what, Fears? You should sneak in a pocket pussy if you want a date. I can do that. You know? I'm not going to do that. That would be nuts, Larry. Larry, you need to fix that medication, man. You're saying some wild shit. All right, moving on. I got some new shorts for my trip, so these are pretty nice. There we are. And then I got a new Star Wars shirt. I'm gonna wear this next year on Star Wars Day whenever I film that, but I'll probably wear it before Star Wars Day. I'm probably gonna take this Star Wars shirt with me whenever I go to Missouri. Shout out to Joey. Joey likes Star Wars as much as I do. Bam! Oh yeah. Look at that. Hell yeah, the Millennium Falcon. That looks good. That looks damn good. And then I got some green shorts. I like Dickie shorts. They're not my favorite shorts, but they're one of my favorites. So yeah, I got some green shorts here for the trip. Hell yeah. They changed the movie butter at AMC. Gave me a stomachache. Oh, really, Dave? Not at Epic Theaters. Epic Theaters, which is without traffic, I can get to it in about 15 minutes. With traffic, I can probably get there in 25 minutes. Their butter never has hurt my stomach. I love their popcorn. Hell yeah. Larry says it's nuts, but fun. That's true. That's true, Larry. That's true. It is pretty nuts. But yeah. July the 27th, be with you. Fuck yeah, Bukaki. Hell yeah. Lance says, sweet. Yeah. I got a new Hawaiian shirt. Hell yeah. Pretty good. Some of my favorite colors, blue and black. Pretty sweet. So I'll probably wear this. I'm either gonna wear this on the trip, and then on the trip I'll probably wear this to the Toyman Toy Show. So yeah. Vision says, ha ha ha. Is July the 27th like a big holiday, Bukaki? Hang on, let me find out. Hey, Meta, is July the 27th a special holiday or anything special about that day?
July 27th would be the 27th, not the 28th. Today's date is July 28th, which makes yesterday the 28th.
Oh, I know what he's doing because it's yesterday. I know what you're doing, Bukaki. Pulling a funny on Fears. I know what you're doing. There it is. I'm so tired. I forgot that today was July 28th. I know what you're trying to do. That was funny. I got a laugh out of that. That was good. Yep. Because now it's 12:11 at night. So yeah. That's how tired I am. Anyway, all right. let's see, what's next? All right, there's the Nerd Hall. And then I think I'm going to end with, I'm going to write down 10 of my favorite books that I've read, and then I'm going to call it a night. I'll get to the horror movie questions tomorrow, because I need a nap. I need to clean up all this crap and put it away. And then I need to go take a nap, and then it's right off to work. It might be. I was just being goofy. Oh, no, I loved it, Bukaki. I'm not mad. I'm just so tired. I forgot that it was the 27th. Now we're rolling into the 28th because we're 12 minutes in. And I'm just tired. And I really don't want to go to work tonight. But I got to. Because one, I need money. I need to pay some bills off before I do this big trip. Two, I'm just being lazy tonight. I would rather just stay home and have, either hang out with you guys for a couple more hours and then have a snooze. But I'll go into work because work is more important. But I wish I wasn't going to work tonight. So, yeah. But I will go. I will go. All right. So, last topic. No. Not Walter. I'm glad you're still watching, Walter. You hadn't commented in quite a while, Walter, so I wanted to make sure that you were still here. You know what, Visions, Larry? I would call off, if it was the weekend, I would do a 24-hour stream, or as long as I could possibly go, but I gotta go to work. That's not true, Jucifer. I actually love working. I hate sleep. I mean, I don't mind a nap every once in a while. I've said this to my fans. I like to get as many errands. I like to do as many projects. That's why I did the Lego builds. I try to keep myself busy because you only have one life, so you have to squeeze in as much as you can in your one life because there's no redos, So yeah, I only sleep because I have to, but I will admit I do love the occasional nap though. I do love my naps. So yeah, but I try to stay busy 24/7 and get as much done. But one day I will do a 24-hour stream. Let's see. Dave says Bruce Campbell. Hell yeah. Walter says I just came back. Oh, okay. Bust open some Crystal Head and let's go. Yeah, I wish. I wish. No. I gotta drive tonight to work. So tell them you caught AIDS. You need a break. Hey guys, I've got AIDS. Stay home, Fears. Stay home. Stay home, Fears. Yeah, that would work. That would totally work. That's true, Tina. I do have to pay some bills. Yep, I do. It's still the weekend. Let's party. Not for Fears, it's not. Not for Fears. I knew that would make you laugh, Visions. I've got AIDS. That was funny. That was pretty damn funny, uncool. Oh, man. I've used the AIDS things a bunch of times to get out of work. Really? No, you haven't. Don't even go there. It's pretty funny, though. That made me laugh. All right. So let me open up my Facebook. I've read a lot of books, but I'm going to try to pick 10 of my favorite books that I've read. So 10 of my favorite books that I have read. And it's going to be hard to pick because I've read more than 10 books, so I'll do my best. I'm going to pick 10 of them. And then I'm going to call it a night. So, yeah. Larry says, you know what, Fears? Fuck bills. We want to stream. I'm giving you a stream. I was only going to go for an hour. I've given you guys 2 hours. Hell yeah. I'd sleep all the time if it was possible. My dreams are way more entertaining than TV and movies. There you go, Tokes. But again, you only have one life, so I don't mind napping. And I do get 8 hours, not during the week. I'd say during the week, I usually get maybe like 6 or 7 hours. And then I get up and do something for my day. I don't mind the occasional nap, but I like to get as much errands done, as many projects, because you're only as good as your last project when it comes to film and in life. Because whenever I do get the Sega video done and uploaded, then you guys are ready for the next project. So I try to edit as many projects and I'm always looking for a new project. So this was my last project. So now I'm looking for a new project, which is finishing the Sega vlog. So yeah. You don't need to work. You are a media darling, and the fans love you. Well, I appreciate that, Kate, and I love you guys. But I gotta work. I gotta work. I gotta work. So hell yeah. I don't know what that means, Liz. I only dream in body cam footage. Are you a policewoman and have to wear that body thing? I don't know what the hell you're on about. Anyway, let me open up my Facebook and I'll pick my favorite books, and then I'm going to call it a night. I'm getting a little tired. And I'll probably make myself a little snack before I go into work, because I'm getting a little hungry. Just a little hungry. I may heat up some soup, or I may have a sandwich or something. All right, let's see here. Let me go to my book album on my Facebook. Because every time I finish a book, I take a picture of the book and I put it on my Facebook. So let's see what some of my favorite books are that I read. So I'm going to pick out 10 and then I'll get back to the chat. Let's see here. Okay, let's see here. Oh, shit, I'm tired. Okay. The first one I'm going to put down is a classic. The Legend of Sleepy Hollow. I must have read that 3 or 4 times as a kid, and I've read it once or twice as an adult. But that's in my collection of books. I love The Legend of Sleepy Hollow. It's one of the first American classic ghost stories. So, The Legend of Sleepy Hollow. The next one, I've read it twice. Once as an adult and once as a kid. The Wizard of Oz. The very first one. There's many books of The Wizard of Oz. I think there's 100 in the set. I've only read the first one. Wizard of Oz. My favorite book of all time. When I was a kid, I wouldn't say it's my favorite book of all time now, but my favorite book as a kid is Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs. I still have it. It's still in my collection. So Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs. That's number 3. Number 4 is, let's see here. Let me look through here. Everything in Its Place, the Mark Summers bio book. I've read that 3 times. Mark Summers is without a doubt my favorite game show host. He hosted Couch Potatoes and he hosted Double Dare. Then he helped host the new version of Double Dare when that black YouTuber was the host, Liza, or whatever the hell her name is. So, Mark Summers' bio book. That's number 4. Number 5 is Unmasked. Unmasked. Jesus. God, I'm getting tired. Fucking hell. Unmasked, and that's the bio book for Kane Hodder. So, Unmasked. Visions, you should read that. Unmasked. It's Kane Hodder's bio book. Really good book. Unmasked. Took me forever to get it out because I'm fucking tired. Let's see. That was number 5. Let's see. Number 6. And I'll get back to the chat in just a minute. Let's see. Number 6 would probably be... They had a Back to the Future book, the ultimate visual history of Back to the Future. So, Back to the Future book. And then, let's see, number 7 would be probably the Ghostbuster book. Ghostbusters, the ultimate visual history. So, Ghostbusters, that would be next. Let's see, I need 3 more. I mean, all of these books I really enjoyed. But I'm trying to pick like 10 of my favorite. Probably William Shatner's bio book, Shatner Rules. So Shatner Rules. Because he is James T. motherfucking Kurt, man. Hell yeah. Starfleet, motherfucker. That's right. I gotta go with Charles Dickens' A Christmas Carol. That's a classic. A Christmas Carol. Let's see, and then number 10. I've read a lot more than 10 books, but I'm just looking through all the ones that I've uploaded on my Facebook so far. And I need to update this because I haven't uploaded. I've read some books and I forgot to take a picture of it and upload it on my Facebook. So far on my Facebook it says I've only read 38 books. That's as many as I've uploaded. I've read way more than 38 books in my lifetime. So let's see, number 10. I've just forgotten to upload them. I need to update this and put the ones I have read and add it to the collection. I'm going to go with number 10. It's called The Zombie Survival Guide. And the guy that wrote it was Max Brooks. And he said, if zombies were a real thing, I wanted to make a funny book and actually give people like an actual guidebook if it was real. So when he wrote it, he said, I just thought, what if zombies really existed? All right, I'm going to be 100% real with this. No jokes. I mean, he added some jokes in there, but all the information said, you could do this if zombies actually existed, which they don't. So I think I'm going to do number 10, The Zombie Survival Guide. That was a good read. The Zombie Survival Guide. And I've read that twice, I believe. So yeah. Pretty good reads. All right, there we go. So I think that's where I'm gonna call it a night. So bam. All right, I'm gonna catch up with the chat and then I'm gonna call it a night because we've been going for quite a while. So I'll try to get to the other topics tomorrow. Oh, fucking hell, I'm tired. Let's see here. Where did I leave off? Let's see. Vision says, good one, Dave. Fear, stop resisting. I gotta go to work. I hang out with you guys all the time. I gotta make some moolah. I gotta make some money. Plus, I need all the money I can get because I'm gonna go insane on the August trip. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Good movie, too. Oh, hell yeah. Hell yeah. That's true, Larry. I need to put that one down. Well, I haven't read it all the way through. Larry said the Bible. I've read most of the Bible, but I've never read the Bible all the way through. But I probably should put that one down because the stuff I have read has been very good. So let me put that one down. Number 11, the Bible. There we are. Hangover dreams are the most vivid dreams. Probably. The Night Before Christmas, you love that. Yeah. Yeah, I do like that one. I need to add that one to the list, Larry, and take a picture of it and put it on my Facebook. I do, but I was just trying to pick 10 of my favorites. I do like that one, though. I do. It was the night before Christmas, and all through the house. It was the night before Christmas, and all through Fears' house, not a creature was stirring, not even that damn mouse. And there lay Quentin, all frozen in the snow. Do we dare help him? Hell fucking no. Let his body rot, let it turn to mush, and then Fears will pull down his pants, and I'll give a good ush right on his fucking face. That's right. That's right. I can go all night. I can rhyme all night. So I'm gonna think of some more rhymes for this year's read of the night before Christmas, because I always read the night before Christmas to you guys around Christmas time. Can't break with tradition. I'm sure that'll get Quentin real mad, which I don't give a shit. So yeah, I used to add the other guy's name in there that I cannot mention, because I promised I would not mention his name again, but I probably, to keep the peace, because he's a little crybaby bitch, if I mention his name, I'll probably take his name out of the read this year, because he'll whine and cry like a little fucking baby that he is, because he's not a man. But anyway, let's see. Elizabeth says, this list is moving fast. Do you have to read to count, or just the best books? No, it counts only if I've read the book, Larry. So yeah. I used to read those novels. Okay, cool. Elizabeth says her favorite books are The Gift, Animorphs, Trek Wars. Oh, hell yeah. That's a good one. Gone with the Wind. That's a good one, Larry. That's also a good movie, too. The Art of War. I've never read The Art of War. I've never read The Art of War. I've heard of it, but I've never read it. Vision says, I don't blame you, Fears. I'm working right now. Nice. Nice, Visions. Nice. Visions, what I like about you is, not only do you work, but your job, gives you the, what's the word I'm thinking of? I'm having a brain fart. Your job isn't like a normal job. Like, you work at your own pace because it's your company. So you'll make a couple of shirts or mugs or pins or whatever needs to be made. And then you'll take 5 minutes and comment in the chat. So you do both at the same time. So hell yeah. I appreciate you being a nice fan and a good friend, because you're a good person, Visions. You're a good friend. You're a good guy. Fangirl Kate says nice. And he says, damn, Dr. Fears. Hell yeah. Peace on earth. Goodwill to men. That's right. That's right. Oh, Larry, don't you worry. I hate Matman and I hate Quentin. And you know what? Quentin's pretty evil, but Quentin isn't a pedophile. So Matman is probably the most evil shit that I've ever met on the internet, because he's a sick, sadistic fuck that wants to do immoral things to children. So I'll probably add Matman into the reading, and I'll think of a funny rhyme to kill him, in the fucking reading of Night Before Christmas. But Quentin's still evil. He's just not as evil as Matman. So there you go. I always try to perfect it. I always try to add more rhymes in the book reading. So yeah, there we are. All right. I'm going to end with, I actually found a funny 80s sci-fi film, and my friend posted it tagged it to me on Facebook. Maybe you guys have heard of it. I need to look it up real quick, so let me open up my Facebook again. And I don't know what it's about, but the thumbnail that my friend tagged to me on my Facebook, it's really sci-fi, so it's probably going to go on the list. But I thought I'll end the live by doing a reaction to this trailer. So let me just look up what the movie was called. Give me 1 second. Visions, Bukkake. I don't know if you've ever heard of this one, but let me look up my friend. Either I found it or my friend tagged me. I can't remember. But the thumbnail looked nuts. It was like this half robot, half human, so I guess he's a cyborg, and he's wearing this black and silver suit, and he got hurt, kind of like RoboCop, but he's not a cop. He kind of got hurt, and it takes place way in the future, and the only way that he can live now is half of his body is human, and the other half of his body is robotic. And let me find out what the name of it is so I can find the trailer. My friend tagged it to me. Hang on, let me go down and find out what the name of this movie is called, but I've never heard of it. So let me just, it's about halfway down on my Facebook, so let me just find it real quick. But the costume that the guy was wearing, it was super sci-fi, and he's literally a cyborg. He's like half human, and he lost his arm and his leg, and like he's got to wear this crazy fucking suit. And I can't remember the name, but let me scroll down my Facebook because my friend tagged it to me. It was a couple days ago, and I kept forgetting to mention it to you guys, and I kept forgetting to watch the trailer, and I was like, all right, tonight, if I remember, I'm going to do it. So let me just scroll down my page and find it. I'm trying to find it. Hang on. There it is. This one is called The Vindicator. Vindicator. And he's wearing this crazy fucking suit. And the suit was made by Stan Winston. And he's got like this plastic thing around his eyes. It's showing half of his brain. And he's wearing this black and gray suit that is keeping him alive. So yeah, The Vindicator. So I don't know if you guys have ever heard of that one. So yeah, Lantern must have passed out from all the excitement. I wouldn't put it past him, Visions. I wouldn't put it past him. Dave says, fears you should throw Matt Man in a wood chipper. Hell yes. Hell yes. That fucker deserves to die and burn in hell. So Matt Man can keep Quentin company in hell. Because those two fucks deserve to be in hell. That son of a bitch. So yeah. Fears you blocked my crowns. I didn't block your crowns. I did not block your crowns, Larry. Good movie, sci-fi movie, Rocket Man. Oh, I have it. I have it, Lance. I have it. But Visions, have you ever heard of the... What was it called again? Hang on. The Vindicator. It looks super sci-fi. And I'm excited to watch this because Stan Winston made the suit that the guy wears in the movie. So let's watch this trailer, and then I'm going to call it a night. Because I'm almost out of coffee, and you guys know what that means. When the coffee is done, the podcast is done. So the Vindicator. So yeah, I've never seen this one. So yeah. All right. So let me open up YouTube. Open up another window, and then let me find this. I don't know if it's 90s. It looks 80s though. So I don't know. We'll see. So the Vindicator. Let's see, how do you spell it? V-I-N-I, let's see, what is it? V-I-N, oh, D-I-C, okay. There we are. Trailer. And let's see when they made this. Oh, wow, this is old. 1986. The Vindicator original movie theatrical trailer, 1986. Damn, this is old. All right. Here we go. So I've never even heard of this, but my friend said, Fears, you'll love this movie. It's super 80s or 90s. He couldn't remember, and he tagged it to me. And he said, hey, Fears, you know how much you like Stan Winston? I said, yeah. I said, he helped create the RoboCop suit. He helped create the Terminator and all that crap. And he said, oh, Fears, watch The Vindicator. You'll love it. So I was like, all right, I'll give it a whirl. So yeah, I don't know if you guys have ever seen this one. Vision says, no, I don't think I've seen it. Oh, okay. Well, let's have a little watch, but this is super old. So this is well over 40 years old because it was in 1986. So let's watch this. All right, here we go.
Karl Lehmann war ein Wissenschaftler, mit dem so lange experimentiert wurde, bis kein Mensch mehr war.
Oh, hang on. I got to find one in English. So hang on. I guess that was like the German one. Let me find an American one. Hang on, because I didn't know what the hell they were saying. Oh, come on. Vindicator. There Oh, it looks like this one's got two names. Robo-Man / The Vindicator. Okay. Oh, I found another one. The Time Guardian. Oh, well, we'll have to watch that one next. The Time Guardian. I've never heard of that one. That says The Vindicator. Half robot, half human, cyborg, a Frankenstein futuristic monster. Oh, shit. Oh, Lord. Well, let me find one that I can actually watch that's not in fucking German. I hope not all of them are in German. Hang on. All right, here we go. The Vindicator / Robo-Man. I don't understand. Can anyone tell me that? I forgot. Visions, you told me. I forgot. Why did some movies back in the day have two names? So I guess the American version of this movie is The Vindicator, but I guess in Europe and other countries, it's called Robo-Man. So I forgot why they did that. All right, here, let's watch this trailer. I finally found one. Hopefully this one's an American. Hopefully. All right, let's watch this one. All right, here we go.
Carl Lehmann é jovem e brilhante cientista.
Oh, God, this one's in fucking German, too. Damn it. Come on, man. Give me an American one. Hang on. The Vindicator American trailer. Let's do that. American trailer. Come on. There we go. The Vindicator 1986 trailer. I hope this one's an American. Come on.
Karl Lehmann war ein
Oh,
Wissenschaftler,
you
mit
little
dem so
bastard.
lange experimentiert wurde, bis er...
Why can I not find one in fucking American? Ah, little fuck. There's got to be at least one on the, well, let's see if this one. Robo-Man trailer. Hopefully this one's an American, because it's the same movie. Robo-Man, Vindicator. It'll just be hard to find it, because I don't know what movie to look for it on Blu-ray, whether it's Robo-Man or Vindicator, but I'll put both down if it goes on the list. Here we go.
I am Kaider, the one who destroys to bring justice.
Damn! So I'm getting a lot of action, a lot of blow me up, explosions. This has got to be one of those dystopian movies, Visions, where it's like, it's either the not too distant future. This, by 20 seconds into it, looks like it's the way future. So, and I guess this guy died, or kind of, or he, you see them assembling robot parts on him in the first 20 seconds, and then he's on a motorcycle. So I guess it looked like he was a futuristic cop, and then he got, from what I can tell, he lost his arm and his leg, and now he wears this robotic suit, and it helps him fight crime or some bullshit.
In this mysterious megapolis, every individual is under total mind control.
Wow.
A Kaider, the Robo-Man, awakens from a long sleep.
Oh yeah, this is like real futuristic.
Justice?
So it kind of reminds me of RoboCop, because I guess he's like either a policeman or he does security, or he enforces laws, and then he gets hurt, and then they make him into a cyborg. So it's almost an exact carbon copy of RoboCop. It just takes place in the way future, so not too bad.
Or satanic evil.
Damn! Lots of explosions. He just blew a robot's head off. What the fuck? This is great. This is going on the list.
Treason?
Oh, damn!
Or
He shot a guy 5 times in the back. Whew. This is good. Now, I'll be honest, it's cheesy, but it's one of those futuristic 80s dystopian films that I love. This is right up Fierce's alley. It'll probably be hard to find because it's got 2 names, Roboman / The Vindicator. So I'll have to write down both because I don't know which one to look under, but I'll figure it out.
what's his purpose?
Nice. So he's battling like bad guys. He's battling like evil robots. This is all over the fucking place. Right on.
If this piece is fictitious, I shall destroy it.
There you go.
Roboman, Hakaider.
Which is pretty much The Vindicator, because that's the only American trailer that I could find. All the others were in German. But you know what? Just for shits and giggles, let's watch The Vindicator and watch the... because I can still watch it and tell you guys what it is, but I know this is not a German movie. It's got American actors in it. Just, I guess it's so old that they only... whoever uploaded these trailers, I guess the only ones they could find were German trailers. It says The Vindicator, he's on the streets and out of control. Hell yeah, let's watch it. So I just watched the American version. Let's watch the German one now. I don't actually know if it's German. It sounds German, but I don't actually know. But all right, let's watch it.
Mit dem so lange experimentiert wurde, bis er kein Mensch mehr war, sondern ein moderndes Monster.
Yeah, so he's I guess it looks like he's a cop. There's a freak accident. He's screaming like, no! And then I guess that's what hurts him, whatever. I guess he's like in the police squad room, and then there's an explosion, because all in the room there's fire. And he's like, ah! So I guess like he's burnt or something, and then I guess they have to replace body parts or some bullshit.
Sie töteten ihn.
Ich führe die Sonde.
Und gaben ihm sein Leben wieder.
I mean, this has kind of got everything that Fierce likes. It's got action, it's got some horror elements in it, it's sci-fi, it's the way future, which I guarantee you they're gonna totally get the way future wrong, but that's always funny to think what the 80s, what people thought the future was gonna be.
Superman. Es ist ihnen dabei aber ein kleiner Fehler unterlaufen. Sie haben keine Kontrolle mehr über...
Plus, it's pretty cool that Stan Winston made the Vindicator's suit that the actor wears, because the suit looks pretty badass. Looks pretty badass.
Und ist nur noch auf Rache aus. Vindicator.
Wir müssen den Kerl sofort kriegen, wenn ihn jemand berührt. Irgendjemand. Schaltet sich sein Aggressionscomputer ein und er tötet jeden.
Oh yeah, this looks total 80s. And his like, there's like burnt shit around his eyes. I guess like his whole body got burnt in the fire of the explosion, and the suit that he wears, I guess to keep him alive, is like black and silver, but it looks super sci-fi. That's what's up. I don't know if he's actually a cop, though. It looks like he's a cop. He doesn't wear a badge, but it looks like when he got burnt, it looked like it was inside of a police station or something. But I don't actually know. That's the vibes I'm getting.
Gratuliere. Ihr habt eine perfekte Killermaschine gebaut, aber ihr habt nicht mehr die geringste Kontrolle über sie.
Oh nein, nein, Karl, nein!
Damn!
Du hast
He broke a window, took a guy, and threw him right out the fucking window, and his body splattered on the ground. Damn!
Du hast Angst, nicht wahr?
Nenn mir einen, der bei dem Monster nicht vor Angst verrückt wird. Los, pustet
Oh
ihn
my
weg!
god. This is great. This one's going on the
Was
list.
hast du gemacht?
Ich weiß nicht. Ich weiß nicht mehr, was ich bin. Ich fühle nichts. Ich kann keinen Schmerz.
All right, I've seen enough. All right, let me ask Meta why it has two. I don't get why movies back then just pick one fucking name. It's Vindicator slash like Robo Man or some bullshit. Pretty good. Let's see here. The chat is going nuts. Hang on. I need to catch up. Let's see. I'm not really sure. I think some titles work better than different cultures. Yeah, like they had to rename the Ninja Turtles because ninja is a bad word. That's true. That's true. Yeah. It's so fucking weird. Like, oh, it's the Vindicator and then Robo Man. Well, then when you're trying to find it online, like it took me a long time to find the Eliminators. And every time I tried to find that, I was like, oh, this one ain't going to play because every Blu-ray I found said Region A plays in America. Region B plays in European countries. And every time, Region B. And I was like, fuck, just give me the Eliminators because I'm so excited to watch that because it's got that fucking heroic music and the half man, half tank's like, die, you motherfucker. And then the guy like is on the guy is like on a fucking mountain of rubble. And he's like looking off into the distance like, you're gonna die, motherfucker! And I'm like, I just cannot fucking wait for this movie. And I'm like, there has to be at least one Blu-ray copy in America. I think Fears may have found the only one. Because it's on the way to my house. And I cannot wait to watch that fucking hilarious movie and review it for you guys. Oh, Lord. Let's see. Bullshit Mr. Lantern is still ahead. Like Life Force here overseas is Space Vampire. Dave, I've got Life Force already on the list, so that's coming. So yeah, Weekend at Bernie's Robot Style, pretty much. Lance Vision says Edward Penis Hand here is called. Oh my! Are you serious? Oh shit! Wow, Visions. I wish we could see it. Yeah, I know. I hear lasers. Oh, yeah, there was a lot of lasers. There was a lot of explosions. Oh, yeah. I'm playing the game by myself. I want number one. Hell yeah, Visions. Hell yeah. I'm just catching up on the chat. Larry says, oh, hell no, Visions. The fighting continues. Vision says, of course. Fuck this shit. Fears has my crown. I don't have anyone's crown block. I don't have it. That's fucking bullshit. You guys are going nuts over these crowns. They show it at Walmart as the Vindicator. Okay, that's what I'm going to put down, Lance, because I'm going to put it on my digital list. And so what, Lance, you found it at walmart.com? Nice. That's probably where I'll buy it. Well, thanks, Lance. All right, here we go. Let's see. The Vindicator, 1986. See? It's on the list. I don't know if you guys can see it. Oh, hang on. Let me erase. I don't know. I use the voice to text thing all the time. It's just a lot easier than typing the whole thing out. There it is. The Vindicator, 1986. Quite a lot on the list. All right. Let's see here. Let's see. Different names, market different. Yeah, Bukaki, that's what Visions was telling me. It's such a pain in the ass because you're looking for a movie and you're like, all right, Robo Man, right? And then all of a sudden, no, The Vindicator. I'm like, well, which is it? You know, it's just a pain in the ass. But I get it. I understand. I understand. So yeah, I get it. Elizabeth says you're on thin ice. What, me? Oh no, you mean Mr. Lantern. So yeah. Sorry guys, I gotta try it. Spam incoming. Oh shit. Oh Lord, Larry. Oh man. You guys are going nuts over these crowns. Vision says YouTube rules. I agree. I thought maybe if I said something nice, they'd give me points. Hell yeah. Timeout Fierce, 10 seconds. I cheated. No, I'm not going to time out you, Larry. Lance says, yes, it's a double feature with The Stepfather. It's $20. It's not a blue... but if it's not a Blu-ray, it might find a better copy somewhere else. Not sure. I'll look it up. Lance. I don't really do VHSs or DVDs anymore. So, yeah, I'll find it. The Stepfather is pretty good, too, though. It is. I have seen that one, Vision. It's been a long time. And then, as I was finding The Vindicator, I'm going to watch one more trailer that I found. It was called, like, the timekeeper or something. It looked, and it had a robot with like red eye beams on it. So I'm gonna watch that one, and that one may go on the list. It looked hilarious, so I'm gonna try to find it. Because I've never heard of that one. This one, I'm sorry, The Time Guardian. The Time Guardian, 1987 original theater. I've never heard of The Time Guardian, but it looks futuristic. It looks like a robot. It's got red, massive, glowing eyes. The Time Guardian, 1987. I hope to God this one's an American. Here we go. Here we go. Please let it be an American.
For over 500 years, this city has been your mother. Now...
Oh, 500 years into the future. All right, so another futuristic movie. So we're off to a good start. Okay. All right.
For over 500 years, this city has been your mother. Now the city will be ours. This is not a skirmish. This is a war.
Oh my God. That guy from Beverly Hills Cop 2, like the guy that plays the prick with the mustache, and he's the manager of the fucking gun club, and he was also in The Langoliers, is in this fucking movie. It's the guy that plays the hologram in Quantum Leap. He's in this movie. As soon as I saw him, I was like, holy shit, I don't know that guy's name, but I love that actor because he did a great job in Langoliers, and he did a great job in Quantum Leap. We're off to a good start.
No.
Petra's our 20th century expert.
Expert?
Goes, that's from the committee.
I come from the future, from a city that travels in time, and we can choose what time zone we want to appear in. Right now, it should be around the end of the 32nd century.
Oh, so it's in the 32nd century. So, wow, that's like So we're way into the future. We're way into the future. Hang on. I'm bad at math, so let me ask Meta something. Hey, Meta, from 2025 to the 32nd century, how many years in between is that?
Let's do the math. The 32nd century starts in the year 3101. So if we're counting from 2025 to 3101, that's roughly 1,076 years.
1,076 years in the future. Oh, hell yeah. This is going on the list. Because already I'm liking where this is going. I'm just not good at math, so I'm sure the trolls will troll me for that, but I've never have been good at math, and it's just easier to ask Meta.
Back in time.
What really happens when the city lands?
There's going to be a battle. Out there. Soon.
These Jindiki, are they human?
Only by a stretch of the imagination.
And what about you? Are you human?
Back up the line, they're still discussing that.
Form the triangle, storm the city, destroy them all.
Time Guardian. Starring Carrie Fisher, Princess Leia in Star Wars.
Oh my god, Carrie Fisher's in this fucking movie. Oh, hell yeah.
Just so we understand each other, mister, the moment that circuit closes, I'm in charge.
The hell you are.
Dean Stockwell.
You've been given...
That's what his name is. Dean Stockwell played the hologram in Quantum Leap, and he played in Langoliers. That's what his name is. I couldn't remember his name.
Job to do, Smith. Now do it.
And Tom Burlinson as the Time Guardian.
Now listen, if we don't break through, we're all dead. Let's get these tin cans. Go, go!
Let's get these tin cans. I'm fucking losing it. Did you just hear what that guy said? Let's get those tin cans. Wow. Yeah, you really nailed him. You really nailed him to the fence post on that one. That was fucking hilarious. This is going on the list.
Time Guardian. Things are going to get pretty ugly in the year 4039.
The Time Guardian. Time has no time. Wow, what a slogan. Time has no time. Well, no shit. That's going on the list. All right. I'm going to put this one on the list, and then I'm going to make myself a sandwich and have a little nap, and then I got to mosey on off to work. So, yeah. The Time Guardian, 1987. Perfect. There it is. The Time Guardian right there. I don't know if you guys can see it. Hang on. Time Guardian. Hell yeah. It's on the list. All right. Pretty good. Found two good ones. Nice. So thank you to my friend on Facebook for telling me about the Vindicator, but I found the Time Guardian by myself while I was trying to find the Vindicator. So not too bad. Not too shabby. Always adding things to the list. All right, let me catch up on the chat. And then I'm going to mosey on out of here. Vision says The Stepfather is pretty good too. I've seen that one. Let's see. Larry said, I feel cheated. Yeah, but I have no control over the crowns. You guys fight about the crowns. We stole everyone's crown. Hell yeah, let's go. Damn, Lantern, did you? Oh, shit. No crowns for Eddie until the music stops. Lantern, get out of here. Lurky. You guys are making me laugh. This is fucking great. Oh, shit. Oh, you guys are funny. Good stream. Oh, yeah. It's been a pretty good stream tonight. It's been pretty good. Hanging out with the fans. Your crown is broke, dude. You guys can fight over the crowns all you want. I have no control over the crowns. Fangirl Kate is ahead of me. Hardware is a very good robot. Oh, I've got that one, Lance. That one's already on the list. Never playing this game again. Fears, fix that shit. I've got no control over it. Lantern hacked the chat. Maybe you did, Visions. I don't know. Bukegi says, hey, Fears, that guy sure hates those cans. That he does. But it was 10 times better in the trailer. He's got this helmet on. He's got this fucking massive laser gun. And he goes, like he cocks the laser gun, and I'm like, you don't need to cock a laser gun. It doesn't have any bullets. It's fucking lasers. But he goes, yeah, let's get those cans. I should have grabbed a can and been like, cans, but I don't have any cans right now. So, Lance, check that one out. If you watch it, Lance, before I do, because you're into horror and sci-fi, then you let me know. But from the trailer, it looked fucking hilarious. Can't wait to watch that. Yeah, let's get those motherfucking cans, you son of a bitch. I'm eyeing you. I'm staring you down, motherfucker. All right, I'm taking off. But we had some fun. We had some laughs. I will end with, Tommy, you need to apologize to Lantern. That's all I'm going to say. You need to apologize to Lantern. Because Lantern didn't do jack fucking shit. That's all I'm going to say. All right, guys, I'm taking off. It's 1 o'clock. I want to get a little nap in. I want to get a sandwich in. And then I got to mosey on off to work at 4 o'clock. But we almost went 3 hours. It's 2:46. So anyway, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my new friend, Horror Fanatic Lance. Subscribe to Larry Tate 26. Follow Mr. Lantern on YouTube. He does a show every Thursday night and every Friday night. Subscribe to Fangirl Kate on YouTube. Subscribe to my buddy, Exhumed Visions. Buy some cool shit off his website, www.exhumedvisions.com, because he makes some fucking cool shit. I've got a lot of his shirts, mugs, pins, coffee, going fucking nuts, going fucking ballistic. Subscribe to Boo Khaki on YouTube. He's a good friend, too. Subscribe to the Sega Camp Gamer and Wear Camp on YouTube. Follow the Sega Camp Gamer 22 on Twitch. And last, but certainly not least, follow the host with the most, Fears. Fearsman 26 is the main channel. Fears Vlogs is channel number 2. Give that a like, give that a sub, give that a comment. Anyway, Fears loves you guys. Fears cares about you guys. And this is Fears, signing off. Peace, deuces. That's the end of the coffee. There was only a little bit left. And I'll see you guys later. Peace!